he freestyled that last round against Geechee Gotti, when he freestyled that last battle with Geechee Gotti, he'd got booed on a big stage.
He definitely got booed.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Especially him going,
yeah, I'm about to say the patience. I'm about to say the patience in a small room because first of all they're professionals, so now everybody's on their seat waiting for this shit. You know what I'm saying? So they understand what's going on. Give him a chance. And he comes back, and you know what I'm saying. And we probably seen one of the best thirds ever because he freestyled the whole thing. So it's those two battling. The shit that Reed Dollar said would have hit harder in a small room. The metaphors and shit that Murder Mook was trying to say would have hit harder in a small room.
Hey.
Niggas like Tay Rock who feed off the crowd, they aren't the same in a small room. It's
they
only
are kind of consistent though. I would say more Surf.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Surf is terrible in a small room.
Surf needs a crowd.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, here we go. I knew that was coming.
I mean, you got cats like that who feed off of the audience.
But that's like I can't explain it. Like it's so weird. It's like all right. It's like being the wrestler who only wins in fatal four ways. Like there's a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Like exactly. It's like why can't you
You
win
made
one?
me. I don't know why when you said that the first person whose name flashed in my mind was Kurt Angle.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? He rarely wins one-on-ones. It's bullshit, but it's like I don't know. That battle should have been in the small room. Geechee Gotti and Calico was oh my god, that shit was crazy.
Yo, my internet was fucking up, so I gotta watch that battle again.
Oh my god. Hey.
Hopefully it drops Friday.
It's just damn. You got me thinking back now, like all of like Kurt Angle's matches, like all of Kurt Angle's like big significant victories that I can think of on top of my head have always been like the triple threat, the fatal four ways, and shit like that.
Yeah. Hey.
I mean,
Oh
he
my god,
has
right.
his big one-on-one W's or whatever, but
Right.
like most of Kurt Angle's big moments be in them triple threat matches and them fatal four ways and the elimination style shit.
Right. Geechee Gotti
Yo,
choked. Geechee Gotti choked.
really?
It's,
Because I heard people was giving Geechee the battle.
he
People was
did.
giving Geechee the battle.
He won, but he choked in the third.
All right. Say first off, say no more. I need to watch it
Yeah, you need to
because
watch it.
Calico was, for what I seen, Calico was cooking. So
Hey,
if you're
but
saying that and you still cook, but I heard some of Calico's round. That nigga was on one.
the first two,
So
no, let me tell you something. The first two rounds between both of them, fire. I'm gonna just go ahead and let you know. That's where it's going. That's where it's going to boil down to how you judge those two. Because the third, you giving it to Calico because Calico had something well put together better than that. Even though his third didn't really hit good enough to be like, oh shit, Calico beat this nigga. But the first two rounds is the most I've never seen two niggas like it was definitely a mirror match. I'll tell you that much. Like if you want to be real, it was definitely some shit. Some real like it was what you expected and more.
all right. And we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What? Let me just say podcast. I'm your host Ray. With me we have Dion.
Yeah.
We got D Wolf.
What's good?
We got Tanya.
Hello, hello.
We got Crystal.
Hola.
And if you not been hearing, you've been hearing Q the Reach God.
They love me. You can't don't be mad. It's fine.
how we all doing today or tonight?
Good.
That's good.
I'm
So
about to
before,
I feel amazing.
that's good. Yo, so before we start, I realized something about myself that I don't know why I do this, but I realize I ride hard for Will Smith, pause. But
Because he's a goat. Why not?
like
Are you serious?
It's Will Smith.
He's the greatest of all
not
time.
If
even
you
Black actor
you
ever.
can't be an '80s or '90s child and not be a fan of Will Smith.
He's better than
it's
Denzel
it's not
Washington.
even that, but it's like this whole relationship, and I guess them like him and his memoirs and him talking about the whole open relationship with Jada and all that other stuff. It's just like, why am I riding so hard for Will Smith and a relationship? And then I realized it dawned on me. It's just that I don't like seeing people, at least from a man's standpoint, when men do good and it seems like it's not being reciprocated. I'm pretty sure women felt like that when the vice versa, but when I see it from a man's point of view, I just really don't like that. And I guess that's what I've been seeing through like Will and Jada's relationship. It seems like everywhere he goes, he mentions his wife or he talks about how much he loved his wife, and you don't really see it that much the other way around. And maybe that's just me. Like I said, maybe that's just me.
Future Pickett.
Wow.
That's it. But onto the topics. We are running out of money.
Is
I
is
thought
that
we was I thought we was in debt already.
right? Like, is that's not new.
Like they ran out of money like a couple years ago. Like shut the government down. Like I mean, get up. Like what does that mean? People not gonna get paid?
Like, what's our deficit at again? Like the fuck? Like that's not news.
This ain't nothing. Kick me out. You said that's not news.
Like the United States being broke and owing other nations X amount of money and this that's not news. That's not news.
You do realize like everybody like our dollar is like what runs the damn near the world though. It's just like we can't be running out of money. I know we owe China a
Petrodollar.
lot, huh?
Not
Petrodollar. It's not even on
Yeah.
gold anymore or silver.
Oh
Just
yeah,
fuel.
you right. Oh Lord. It's like we gonna be going back to Iraq pretty soon.
Basically.
is is deeper than is than whatever that we owe to China is deeper than that.
But
We broke.
I don't.
Broke. We ain't
We
got
ain't got it.
You, it's funny you was mentioning that. I was thinking white chicks. You was like,
it.
I forget this kind of broke or MC Hammer broke, and he's like MC Hammer broke, and they started crying.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Uh, you
Hey,
know what? I'm
see,
gonna just get to the
this
straight.
is
I'm gonna
this is
just
the
get straight
time.
to the question. How y'all feel about American going broke?
This is the time when black people mind their business. You know, I'm just saying.
I repeat, it's nothing new. It's nothing new.
But no, really, here's the real question. Like, is there like a process that they have to go through in order to print more money?
Yes. If it's weird because my sister works at Brinks and all she does is count money. I probably should ask her, but according to the article, lawmakers that the federal government will likely run out of cash and extraordinary measures by October 18th unless Congress raises the debt ceiling. So that's one way. And I guess with this quote, it said it is uncertain whether we will continue to meet all the nation's commitments after that date. Yellen wrote in the letter, adding the projected is based on estimated tax payments. Um, I know some people that still ain't get their tax refund, so this is really saying. I don't know. You
See,
said nothing new. I
it's
really think this is really interesting.
Yeah, and it
see
sounds
his
crazy.
the thing is, it's not as simple as just print more money and be done with the shit. You know, there, there's so much moving parts when it comes to currency. It's fucking stupid. Like, um, you got to think about resources and all these other things. When it comes to currency, there's a lot that goes into that people don't understand. Um, exchange values or whatever, how much the US, dollar or whatever versus a pound in whatever other European country or whatever other currency in another country, like how much the US dollar is worth opposed to that. Like, it's there's so much to think about when it comes to that.
Fuck America, man.
I know that back then when it was the gold rush, eventually Americans traded in their gold to convert it or implement like a way to price control to end inflation and things of this nature that's happening now, running out of money.
You
So what
can't
happened?
stop inflation. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You can't stop inflation.
Yeah, but the whole point of us trading in gold in 1971, I believe, was to avoid this shit, or around 1960. Not too sure, but the whole point of us trading in gold and having an account for each child that's born with the treasury was to avoid this shit. So what happened?
A lot happened.
I mean, what we put value on money is based off of what someone is
All
basing
right,
currency to be.
all right. I'm not. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna blurt out details or whatever. Number one, because I don't know specifics when it comes to certain things. You know what I'm saying? But also because, like, if I didn't know the specifics of certain shit, like, it would take up the whole episode of the podcast because there's so many moving parts to this type of bullshit. But to summarize, you got to think of you know tax laws and job laws and just all these different things involving how currency can and can't be used and this, that, and the third that have come into play between um between the gold rush and current day. You got to think about um things that have come into play in terms of trade and other things. I can't stress how much shit plays into this category.
Well, we could
I
start
can't stress it.
Bush losing $1 trillion fucking dollars during the war. We could start with that, and the fact that the Federal Reserve has something called free gold. We need to tap into that. We're acting like we don't have what was traded in to avoid all this shit. That's what's pissing me the fuck off.
We have it. It's just not for the people.
Hey, father.
Right.
So what do y'all think this is going to go? Are we going to go to
RKO out of nowhere
cryptocurrency?
from Fada.
Does anyone know the
Is
rules
it
of what's the name again? Monopoly. When you run out of money in the game,
You lose.
You got to trade
No,
in
you
your
lose?
property.
The game.
You have to
The
trade
game
in the
is
game,
over.
when you run out of money in the
Someone
game,
runs out
what's the
of money.
rules?
The game is over, and whoever has the highest amount of money at that point wins the game.
You have
Oh,
to.
but you
Well, I
can't
mean
trade
run
your
out as
property.
in run out of paper. I mean run out as a run out of paper. The rules are just right. Just make more money, and that's basically
Yeah,
what
I was
we've
about to.
done. That's basically what we've done, which in turn, that's what caused the inflation. But at the same time, what I think,
I
what
mean,
people are going to do to stay afloat.
You can't print more money in that board game though.
Oh,
Just buy another Monopoly board. No, all right, but
Or,
listen.
but
I'm gonna need y'all to listen real quick because this topic, like, I've seen so many people talk about it, but I don't think people really understanding what's like going on, and I mean the general public, because the thing about money, of course, we know the American dollar is a fiat currency. It's not backed by anything. It's backed by the imagination of the American government, which prints it out. And then we have to pay it back with interest due to our stupid ass tax code, which on purpose is complicated. It's complicated on purpose so that corporations can justify not paying the taxes in the first place, because there's so much stuff you can write up on American taxes that, like, a lot of them just straight up don't pay taxes. And
Oh my
another
god.
thing is, and this is what's crazy. The craziest part about it is that the United States government, like, they spend on defense more than all of their allies combined, and it has been this way since the 80s. It has probably been this way since the 60s. So,
As hold on, not to cut you off, sorry, but as you know, and I speak for everyone else in probably on the panel right now that's currently serving or prior military or whatever. Can we talk about the amount of money that's wasted when it comes to just military shit alone? Because dear God,
but and the thing is, and to piggyback off that, they just signed to spend $1 billion on the Iron Dome for Israel. They just passed it. So we're going to be putting a more investment into Israel's defense more than the American people. The United States has enough money to end homelessness. It has enough money to end world hunger. It has enough money to make everything go green. It has enough money to do all that shit. As a matter of fact, the United States has enough money to ensure a welfare system that would ensure everybody in America would be good for the next 60 years combined. You
and
know what I'm saying?
all it takes is just slight tweaks to certain laws and regulations and shit.
But it's deeper than laws and regulations. You have to look at the actual motive. You actually have to look at the profit motive, because this is a capitalist system. People do certain things in order to make money. People do certain things to ensure that certain people don't get money. And by certain people, I mean the general American public. The only real people that have gotten money to the point where they don't have to worry about that shit are people that have really, really, really good stock portfolios, are people who have assets out their ass. But that shit
The
doesn't come for free. You have to know
the
people,
your
and you also
millionaires
have
and
to.
billionaires, your major corporation owners and bullshit like that.
No, but what I'm saying is it's deeper than that too, because there's a lot of people that don't own corporations yet they have a really good stock portfolio. There's a reason why Wall Street is the way it is right now. There's a reason why when that GameStop shit happened, people were scared shitless, and Robinhood almost got in trouble, and Robinhood got in so much trouble for stopping trading. It was like, no, we're not stopping trading. You're not going to punish the American people for figuring out the exploit that these corporations have been doing for many years in order to bring certain companies down. It's deeper than just people having money. This is a system that is designed for people who are poor to stay the fuck poor. And I keep bringing this up, the opportunity atlas, where, like, the map that shows you who get, like, if you're born in a certain place, it'll show you how much money you're going to make in your lifetime. The fact that that shit exists alone should tell you that this has been a motherfucking rigged game from the start. And the fact that Janet Yellen had to tell Congress, she literally had to tell them, y'all are running out of money. Like, the richest country in the world is about to run out of money. I really don't think people understand how catastrophic that is if the United States defaulted on its loans. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying that is because people use money as a commodity. People use money as a status symbol. They actually don't know the true meaning of wealth. Wealth is supposed to be shared. You're supposed to share wealth. The wealth of the land. Back in the ancient times, people shared the wealth of the land. There's a reason why in places like Russia and shit like that, the serfdoms, there was a contract between the worker and the king that said, I own this land and I'm gonna have you stay on it. You will work the land for me, and I'm going to reap the benefits of all this land, and you're only going to get a few crumbs. We are still living in that same system today. The only thing that's changed is the means of currency. And back then, it was land. It was shit like food. It was silk. It was, rubies and shit like that. Now it's a fiat currency that nobody really has faith in anymore because the United States has proven again and again and again and again that their leaders are fucking incompetent. And then when we try to say this, we get, oh, just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Oh, y'all just not working hard enough. Oh, maybe if you just got a better job instead of working at McDonald's, maybe we get somewhere. And then those be the same motherfuckers that be in the first line when the McDonald's open up to get their stupid ass McMuffins. So
But
the entire thing, but what I'm saying is the entire thing has been rigged from the start, and people are now finally starting to realize this when that has been said since fucking Nixon got rid of it in 71, got rid of the gold standard in 71.
But see, everything you said just proves something that not just me, but other people have been saying for the longest time. Just the U.S. government just flat out does not give a shit about its people.
It never, that's by design.
It's a reason we all have social security.
This was foreseen. This is why I think this is why crypto was invented, because it does not matter what currency what country has. You could use it to trade, but once a country loses that currency, or whatever satoshis or whatever term they want to use to count the currency within the cryptocurrency, that's yours. That's yours, and that's like. And when I say crypto, I'm not talking like Litecoin and Bitcoin and Ethereum, specifically Bitcoin, because that's I believe that's centralized now. So yeah, you have to go towards more of the altcoins because those are private, not centralized or anything like that. Nobody could touch you or monitor what you know. And that was the whole point of this. And if not, but outside of it, like straight up, people need to start like prepping and shit. Straight up, collect and learn how to, This is a time we touched on this last week. This is where you need to learn to trade, because if you lose, you're going to want for this.
Okay. Hold on,
D-Wolf, you are breaking up heavy.
Yes. Oh my God, that was
by somebody.
Yo, I think the government trying to take out D-Wolf.
I think the government trying to take out D-Wolf. Oh shit!
That was bad. That was. Oh my God!
Pull it back, D-Wolf. Pull it back.
And everything else just now was so bad.
Hey man, you can't be exposing truth like
you
that.
Can't be exposing truth like that.
I'm not betting you.
Calm down.
I know. I know. They listen to everything. I watch what they do.
Oh, it's happening again.
It's like someone does not want the world to hear whatever the fuck you're trying to say. Because dear God.
Damn it, government! I'm trying to run a show here.
But also, to D-Wolf's point, real quick, I just want to say that, learning a trade is very essential. I agree, because if you work with your hands, you're always going to have a job. I also want to say that saving is not the answer. Saving your money is not the answer. If you have a savings account and you think that shit is going to save you, I'm sorry, but when the United States dollar crashes, that shit is not going to serve you well. The real money is in assets. It's actually owning shit. But the lie has been told that, as long as you save money and as long as you have this much money in your bank account, and it's like, no, that's not what it is. There's a reason why corporations are buying real estate and the housing bubble, and the housing bubble just keeps going bigger and bigger and bigger, like it did before 2008 when the shit crashed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
In money saving mode, you got to be in money making mode, and people's mindset is always in saving mode, so they're like always about holding on like that. That's
it's happening again.
Someone is really trying to shut D-Wolf up.
Don't worry about losing shit.
I heard that. I heard that part.
Someone really wants to shut D-Wolf up because goddamn.
Oh man. Crystal, you were saying something before you got cut off. You were saying something?
Yeah, I was just the tax situation, the fact that we all have an account with the Treasury Department, And the fact that the government uses the straw man theory when it benefits them, especially if someone's deceased, it's all a game. It's all numbers. For instance, us being in debt right now, that's being sold off to different countries. They are we all have a certain specific debt that's attached to the country that we're born in, but no one talks about the fact that they have accounts that they sell off our debt to other countries to make money off of. Now that's on a whole different topic, but but the fact that we're running out of money, that doesn't make fucking sense to me. And it's pissing me off, to be honest with you, because there's so much proof, so much facts to say that they're lying based off of the numbers we're attached with, based with when people pass on and they owe the government money, what do you do with that? You write it off, right?
Yeah, somebody else got to pay for that.
Somebody else has
What's funny about that is when they sell your debts off to whatever collection agencies or whatever the fuck, like there's loopholes to where once your shit is sold off to whatever fucking collection agency or whatever, all you gotta do is dispute XYZ, and if you know exactly what to say to the IRS, that shit can just get scratched off your records or whatever in general, and you ain't got to pay a goddamn thing. And anything, your credit score will fucking skyrocket.
Is that the reason why it's always a foreigner calling me asking for money?
Awesome.
Or is that
Man,
just a coincidence?
listen. I'm gonna tell you like this, and this is free game for anybody who's motherfucking listening to this shit.
Oh,
Okay,
they're about to snipe Dion next. Let's go. All right, go
Oh
I
my
ahead.
don't give a
God.
I don't give a fuck. When you realize your shit has been sold off to whatever collection agency or whatever the fuck, and this is especially true, because there's a lot of us that dealt with the art institute and shit like that. This is especially true for motherfuckers who are dealing with like student loans and shit. Go on Credit Karma or whatever the fuck, dispute whatever the fuck from whatever school or whatever, once you know that shit's been handed off to whatever collection agency. Dispute that shit. You type in the right shit, you press the right thing, and that shit's gonna get removed from your shit.
And we do understand what the straw man theory is, right?
Yeah. Specify for those who don't know.
All right. So the straw man theory is basically it's believed to be part of the U.S. Constitution, but with all those numbers, who's really looking through that shit anyway? But just so you know, it separates the, how to put it? It separates the flesh from any legal liabilities that you're born with. Does
Ooh.
that make sense? So it separates the human being from their legal counterpart, which creates two different entities. For instance, when you work in the medical field, this is the best example I can give, and someone leaks your information, they consider the facility itself its own entity, and the people working within it as a straw man until they can pinpoint who the person is that leaked that information. No one is ever held really responsible because where you work is an entity in itself, which is really fucked up.
So so basically the place, whatever place you work at is one entity, and you as the worker within that place or whatever, you're a whole separate thing.
Correct. You're a temporary worker for that entity. So whatever
Mm.
happens, they always consider, okay, well, this facility is an entity. Has anyone opened up a business before? Well,
No one here to my knowledge, to our knowledge.
even if you didn't, and you just know business for itself, you'll realize the paperwork that you utilize if you're a sole person or you're opening up a corporation, you'll notice a lot of the paperwork has entity within that paperwork. I have documents of my own stuff that I can send it later on, but that's really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, because you and your husband got a whole trucking business, right?
Yes. So yeah, pay attention to the word entity, and you'll find out a lot of shit that be going on, and as to why I am personally like running out of money where.
see, you have the assets or whatever to where if some bullshit happens, you're good. You know, you and your family can take care of XYZ. As to where no, the U.S. government is running out of money, you're good.
No, I think what she's saying is they're lying.
That's cap. That's basically what she said.
That's all. That's it.
Cap.
What else is new?
Right.
that's the second thing I was going to say, but yeah, you know.
Hey,
If America is known as a corporation, are they really running out of money? And we're just the workers there?
It's not the fact that they're running out of money, but it's the fact that America owes money to so many outside entities, as you said.
I just
That's the real problem
I'm just saying.
because the U.S. owes X amount of money to China and God knows whoever the fuck else.
I think I read an article that the earth is in debt. To who? What?
How is how's the Earth in general in debt? What alien life forms have we been, getting assistance from that no one knows about? The fuck?
Yo, Mars over here getting us money. We just borrowing money from Mars. That's all that's happening.
cut the bullshit.
Marvin the Martian somewhere. Where is my money? Just messing with
He gonna blow this motherfucker up. Keep playing.
Gonna blow.
You know he don't play
Any
that shit.
Makes me
any
laugh.
any last words before we move on to our next topic?
Hey, in the words of Heath Slater, I got kids. I need my money.
Did anyone hear what I said
shit.
about the crypto? Because I know I was getting cut off. So
I
You
do want to hear the
started,
rest of that. I
and
am
then
curious.
it started cutting you off.
I'll just make it short. I was just saying we should just go into crypto. I'm not talking about Bitcoin because it's centralized. Go into the altcoins where it don't matter. Nobody's tracing. No, it's not beholden to any country, anything like that. That's basically what I was saying.
Okay. Before the
When
government
all
cuts you
else,
off again.
yeah, when all else fails, just learn to live off the land. I think.
That's
Hell
it.
yeah.
Oh
Yo,
man.
if you in the house, we should, and I hate to bring up Baby Boy, we should do a homegirl did a Baby Boy, start growing the garden.
Shut the fuck
Right.
up.
No. He's right. He's
But
right. It's like
it's
you
the
could.
truth, but he could have picked any other fucking movie.
What other movie is a black woman growing a garden in their backyard?
Dog, I don't know, but damn, you gotta mention
Besides,
that.
okay, no, Q, let him have this. Q, let him have this. Q, let him have
No,
this.
because I sent this man about 10 memes all week about everything we talked about last week.
But for the sake of what we're talking about, Q, let him have this.
God damn. I even sent the meme about, hey, shout out to my man Father for knowing that boy whole name off of You Got Served. I ain't forgot about you. Because I read that shit out in the post. I was like, God damn.
Nah, but all those aside, like no, like he's right because like that's a source of income. You grow your
Do I
own,
make
fruits,
myself
vegetables,
clear?
and whatever the fuck.
El-
Like that's a source of income.
Elgin Barrett, Eugene Smith III.
Myth the
Booty.
third.
Cut it out.
We live in a
God
world
damn.
where we could plant a very old seed and still get fruits and vegetables. So there's no food shortage. We got this on our own.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Y'all
Niggas.
know what seed I'm a plant. Excuse me.
Baby seeds.
God.
Oh, you
Nah,
disrespectful bastard.
nah. What?
I can't believe
I'm
you slid
joking.
that in like that.
I'm
Stop.
joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh
Nah.
my God. Stop. Stop. Just stop.
It, all right, but on to our next topic before the government start kicking everybody off this damn show. Um,
Yeah. I feel it in my spirit.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
R. Kelly is going to jail. Um,
Ooh.
Singer R. Kelly has been found guilty of exploiting his superstar status to run a scheme to sexually abuse women and children over 2 decades. Basically, he's going to jail for sex trafficking and racketeering by himself.
Well, I'm sitting
Let
here
that be
like,
known.
well, well, well. What the fuck is this?
And if I remember correctly from what I read about that, he's basically facing the equivalent of a life sentence
But
with all the combined charges.
that boy ain't getting out of jail.
Side note, and this has nothing to do with R. Kelly. I understand there are differences between like blue collar crimes and white collar crimes. There is no reason to give a nigga 514 years of prison time.
I saw that. That's insane.
If
Bruh,
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
why? Why? Why?
That's
500
victimless.
years?
It's
if
victimless, yo. Come on.
Man, that man, you should have gave that man 30 years. Call it a
see,
day.
Hit him
no,
with
see,
every
here's
fucking count for
no,
no
no,
reason.
no.
Every
See,
fucking
okay. If I may open this discussion, let me. Okay, now on one hand, as a fan of the guy's music or whatever, part of me is a little, it's somewhat sad, but from a realistic standpoint, you know,
Nigga, you
what,
nasty.
from a realistic standpoint,
Yeah, I
you
want to hear this,
know,
Dr. I want to hear this. Go ahead.
there's not much you can do or say or whatever in defense of, because let's be real, he's dodged hella bullets for the past, 20, almost 30 years in regards to this shit.
I mean, we can't say that because technically his bullets travel because they followed his ass for the next 25 years.
Them shits was homing.
Yeah, they was just waiting for his ass to come right back home. Come
Now,
on, come
now
on.
we now okay. Okay. Now that you said that, I'm not going to say bullets. I'm going to say missiles because what happens with a heat-seeking missile? Sometimes that bitch will spin back around.
Spin the
But
block.
my point is, he he should have been fucking punished for everything that went on with him and Aaliyah that just kind of slipped under the radar somehow, some motherfucking way.
Nigga, he's going to jail for all of them. Everybody. It don't matter who it was. He did it. That boy getting
It's like,
I was
500
about to.
years.
I
And
mean,
that was
you,
and that was consensual. And they signed a waiver for that. Like that they did some legal shit with Aaliyah and R. Kelly, so he would actually
the,
win that case.
I mean, yeah, I mean, a lot of that falls on Aaliyah's own family, but that's a conversation for another motherfucking day.
It falls on everybody involved, not just Aaliyah's family.
Yes,
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah,
Everybody.
yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
But
Thank
again, that's a
you.
conversation for another motherfucking day.
No,
Everybody,
we're
everybody
having
that
this
saw the
now.
shit, everybody that was involved in the shit, everybody
Speak
that
on
walked
it.
in on the shit, everybody that knew
But
about the shit, everybody needs to go down.
Everybody.
He
I
shouldn't
mean,
be the only one
Everybody.
going to jail. That's
no,
what we're
no,
saying.
no. Hold on. Because I'm trying to keep the focus on the whole thing. You know, I'm trying to keep focus on like his current like trial or whatever. If we want to journey down that rabbit hole going all the way back to him and whatever the fuck he was doing with Aaliyah,
That's the
then
only. It's not even just that. It's everybody who condoned and who was a part of it. You could give a ride for the girl to his house, and you're a part of it. You could be in the house knowing that this is going on and be a part of it. You could be a parent who turned their head and acted like and nothing happened and be a part of it. It's like everybody got to go. Don't just send this man at home. Don't just send this man to jail for 500 and something years. God damn, shit.
And also, I also want to add that I also have to add that like the media is complicit as well. The media is complicit, and I'm gonna also put it on even like the people that like listened and everybody that we as a collective society turned a blind eye to it for so fucking long because we literally thought this man could do no wrong. We got lulled by the I Believe I Can Flies. We got lulled by the Step in the Name of Loves. Like we also have to hold ourselves accountable a little bit too.
Thank you for that, because like I was gonna mention that. I was gonna mention all of that.
Yeah,
I always thought he was guilty. I'm not gonna lie.
I was young. I was a kid back then. It didn't really dawn on me.
I always thought he was guilty. I always thought he was guilty.
You got to think of the age, but when I seen the Boondocks, I understood. I'm like, damn, he peed on that girl. And added some damn videos. Like, come on, man, that's common fucking sense. He obviously did the shit. The boy said his whole government name on the goddamn phone. He was dressed his name. I told y'all this a couple of weeks ago when we talked about him. His name is the Pied Piper. That is like it lures children to do evil.
With his
Read
song.
about it. That's what his music. He's the Pied Piper of R&B. Like if motherfuckers actually read a book, they would know this shit. Like the fuck.
You just say the Pied Piper.
Yeah,
that's what he refers to somehow.
That's what he called. That's what he called it, the Pied Piper of R&B.
So
Peter Pan. Wow.
But
instead of leading little boys, he's leading little girls.
Little girls.
Actually, there been some rumors that he's been leading little boys as well.
That he been messing with them little boys.
There's a lot.
Oh my god, that's some bullshit. I don't know. I don't know. This ain't never been a story. Not even back then. Not even now. That's like somebody coming out saying Bill Cosby. Like no, stop it. Like seriously.
Now, see, but here's the other thing. Now that you mention that, even with that, there's there are certain things that are just flat out undeniable when it comes to R. Kelly and his whole situation. But there are also things that like bits and pieces still kind of bug me.
R. Kelly shit comes from generational abuse.
That is true. Especially if you watch the documentary.
I feel like that. Okay,
that's fucking simple. This is what happens.
Okay, here's my thing. Okay, first of all, I feel like that's not necessarily an excuse.
I'm not giving it an excuse. I'm not giving it an excuse. I'm giving it direction to why I don't believe he would deal with a little boy.
I heard the stories about how I guess he had an older sister that used to do XYZ to him and this, that, and the third.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying that's why I feel like he wouldn't do it to a little boy, because his history of abuse doesn't come from a man; it comes from a woman. So when the abuser they stay in they like to stay in one zone in one area. I get that. Cool.
I get that.
It's not cool. So that's why I say I don't believe he did it with he had the boys that's coming out, but the girls absolutely.
I get that, but
now
that you said that, let me piggyback off you real quick because you're leaning into what you're leaning into part of what I was going to say to begin with. Now, here's what irritates me about the two main things that irritate me about that. There's certain things that I recall being said about R. Kelly that just seemed a bit, I guess the word would be outlandish. and also it's the thing that triggered this whole ordeal. That's the main thing that kind of has me, while yes, he's guilty of a lot of different things. It's the fact that the whole Surviving R. Kelly documentary that came out or whatever, is what led to, everything we're talking about now. Something about that bothers the shit out of me. And as
Not
much as
really.
I want to just let it go and just be like, he did this, that, and the third, and he, even with me being a fan of his music, one of my favorite songs of all time, not even one of my favorites, my favorite song of all time is still If I Could Turn Back the Hand of the Time from this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Something about the fact that this documentary Surviving R. Kelly comes out, and then you know only all these investigations, this, that, and 13, something about that still bothers me.
Want me to tell you why it doesn't bother me? Because it's proof. It's actual proof. This is something that he can't walk away from. We've known this. We've seen this. It's proof. I don't know how the fuck it got over motherfucker's head the first time.
Mhm.
Like I believe I was like 9, 8 years old when I really first heard about this story. It still baffles me on how you have a full sex tape with him urinating on an underage girl and he doesn't go to jail. How? And now you wait until now to do this shit, but at least they have proof. Like, like it's just like what more can you say? Hey, look, I holler at you, big dog. I'm not look, I don't condone it. I got a daughter. So, it is what it is. I had fun while it lasted. I don't listen to you anyway like that because, ever since then I've eased up off you. And it's just like, I don't know how to deal with it. Hey, happy trails. But no, everybody needs to go to jail.
Yeah.
Everybody. Everybody
Everybody.
needs to go to jail.
And that's
Everybody needs
Agreed.
to go to jail.
that's the thing that bothered me about the documentary is that you now have kind of like what you were saying, like you now have proof of all these people that were complicit in what he was doing,
Exactly.
and what's going to happen to them? Nothing.
Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Right.
You
He
have
gonna do all the
witnesses.
time for
People
that.
are
Because
on camera saying,
all of the women, the girls, or whatever that were involved in this shit, like their families failed them so hard.
But see, the normal the motherfuckers are like, I feel like they're gonna use the I was manipulated thing. Like it was R. Kelly. I wanted to do this. Like I just feel like it's bullshit, and it's more so in these games. They don't they more so try to go towards like the actual perpetrator, not the ones who condone the shit. It's bullshit. Everybody should be going to jail. Like it's like y'all always okay with underage girls being in R. Kelly's room,
alone.
holding girls alone. He was holding girls hostage. Like if you like he was. This is like what I'm saying. The coat Martin was on. Like they was in a cave somewhere.
Are you talking about Realm?
No, I'm talking about Martin.
Oh, okay.
Right, because I remember that part too. How he was basically in a whole sex cult, and see again, there's certain
See,
parts of
these
that
are
whole ordeal that just kind of had me like, huh, what?
You know?
these are the
But
moments where
at
you
the
could
same time,
understand.
but at the same time, I'm
Oh,
just like, there are
lying. Okay.
certain
Oh,
things
I
that are
got it. I
just
got it.
flat out like undeniable when you again when you think back all the way to his history with Aaliyah, and it's just like there's certain things that's just flat out, you can't dispute this, no, in no way, shape, or form,
But
and it's just
Aaliyah's situation,
So we
as
got
bad as
Lemme.
it was signed off. So that was like that. And legally, you can do that when you're 16, even though I am so against it. What we really should be doing is protesting our parents because our parents are the one who let him get away with this shit.
Right.
Call your mom and dad if you are anywhere near the age of 25 to 32 or 35. Call your parent right now
not even
and,
that. From
tell them how embarrassed
if you're
you are.
between the ages of 25 and 40, in some way, shape, or form, you've been exposed to this motherfucker.
I'ma call my dad and tell him, hey, you let this motherfucker slide. I don't appreciate that shit. His ass is supposed to bend in
I
jail.
actually skipped her. I was curious, but I skipped.
Like
So I guess
Okay, so
I
let
have
me
a question. We might be on the
go,
same page, Ray. But
go ahead,
I
Tanya.
have a question real quick for the panel. You know, with everything being said, I think what's on everybody's mind now is, are y'all still gonna listen to his music?
God damn, Tanya, you are correct.
yeah, I knew that was
I
coming
was
too.
going to say, can you separate
There,
the music
there,
from the
there,
artist?
Not for this one.
No, I
I
want to
don't.
get like
The thing I've always said is I like the dude's music. He's a musical genius, yes, but I can't condone. I can't condone his actions when it comes to him messing with minds and this, that, and the third. And it's that line is so blurry.
put it
That's
this way.
asking.
His money. Let me tell you why it's okay to play his music because none of his money goes to him anymore. So let's be happy about that.
That's
So we
true.
can play his music and he's not getting paid for the shit. So when a motherfucker try to be funny and say, "Oh, you support that nigga?"
I
No, I don't
I
support
mean,
him. I'm supporting the music, the company that made this music. I'm not supporting R. Kelly because R. Kelly's not getting no money out of this.
I'm like the thing I've always said, because I was talking with this shit. I was talking about this shit, you know what I'm saying, outside of this podcast with like a long list of people. And like I said a few moments ago, the guy is and always has been a musical genius. But when it comes to his actions in terms of what he's done with these young girls and this, that, and the third, while I'm a huge fan of his music, I can't I can't condone that shit.
So does that mean you're not gonna listen to your favorite song no more?
It's
Man,
it, it's it,
put it this
I
way.
don't know.
I'm not gonna.
And that's why I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
wasn't
supposed to be
always.
hell motherfucking no.
Because even now, because sure, yesterday on my way to work, it was just like I was thinking about this shit, and it's like I have a couple of his songs like on my fucking phone, and it was just like every time one of his songs came up on off of my playlist or my phone or whatever, I skipped the shit because like I was trying myself thinking about this very topic.
Exactly.
I'm like I
What
don't
is
know.
my favorite R. Kelly song?
I
For
don't have
me,
one.
easily, if I could turn back the hands of time.
I don't have one.
So
I like the vast majority of his stuff. Yes, the
I
only
like
No,
his
matter of
stuff,
fact,
but
album
it's
I
like,
can
do I
say
have
that
a
R.
Trap
Kelly
favorite?
has ever put out is his
Trapper
very last one
Closet is
from
my
a couple of
favorite
years
shit.
ago, The Buffet.
So Dion, you
Trap.
don't know?
This is gonna take. This is gonna like, and again, as a
Why,
motherfucker, like I understand
Crystal?
something.
Why are you harassing him?
No, no,
Because
no,
she's
no, no,
enjoying
no, no,
herself. No, no,
I'm
no.
a,
Let
no.
Crystal enjoy it. Let
No,
Crystal
no,
okay.
enjoy it.
All right,
no. I
quiet.
don't even consider this harassment because, like, anything she has to ask me right now, it's a legitimate question. As a nigga who grew up, listen to this motherfucker. Understand something real quick about me, okay? The two people that anytime my mother would play music or whatever around the house, it was Mary J. Blige and R. Kelly.
Your mama, never
Them
mind.
two,
Never mind. Your
okay?
mom been through heartbreak. Your mama must have been through some heartbreak.
My mother's been through a lot, but we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole.
Say, boy, his mother is sick of it. I'm telling you.
When it came to music, the two main,
Hey,
the
I had to
And
come
two
I'm
home
brothers
not
you
from
would
work.
go
gonna
for was Mary J.
cry.
Blige and R. Kelly.
I swear to God, I was like, Slim, she is tired of your ass. I don't know who your is or who they is.
Listen,
She's tired
li-
of it.
Sick of your shit.
Sick of your shit. She throwing somebody
no,
shit out right now.
listen.
I should have left your ass a long time
Dog, she is throwing somebody's shit out right now as
And
we
then
speak out the
aside from
window.
that, if you are a late 80s, early 90s, whatever the fuck, again, like
She
in
go,
terms of
Dion.
R&B, those are the two main names
she
you
going
fucking know: Mary J. Blige and R. Kelly,
she gonna
Dion,
wake
and
up
I
maybe
had
tomorrow.
to.
Mariah Carey
Not,
She
somewhere
gonna wake up
thrown in the
tomorrow
mix.
morning.
But that's a whole,
Real
that's a conversation for another motherfucking day.
She gonna
real
wake up
quick,
tomorrow morning singing just fine, fine, fine.
real quick. Like for me, it's very easy because for me, I think R. Kelly's like one of my favorite R. Kelly like projects was Trapped in the Closet. I thought that was masterfully done.
Dog,
Like
I was
I
saying
would
that.
watch it
Nigga,
over and over and
ooh,
over. Like I thought that
ooh,
was
Yeah, for
great.
the first
But
like
you know
Oh
20
what?
my
minutes.
I'm not
God, oh
gonna watch that shit
Robert.
anymore.
ooh.
I'm not gonna watch that shit anymore. And I'm probably not gonna listen to R. Kelly anymore because this is something that you just don't look past. You know
Okay,
what
but
I'm
I have
Yeah.
a
saying?
question. So for the people on the panel that said that they weren't going to listen to R. Kelly anymore, does this mean that you're not going to listen to his discography anymore, or you're not going to listen to anything that he was ever involved in?
Why do you have
God
Well,
to make it
well,
so
well.
damn it,
Listen.
difficult?
What
Zion.
the
All right, all
fuck?
right.
Because
Wait,
No,
he
no.
done
wait,
I got an
hold on,
produced,
answer
hold
for
on,
he's
that.
hold on,
I
hold
have
on,
an
hold
written.
answer
on.
for that. I have
Wait,
an
stop
answer
for a
for
minute,
that.
stop for a
I
moment,
have an
stop for a
answer
moment,
for
stop
that.
for a moment.
I have an
Yo,
answer for
Zion,
that.
we here. Zion, we here.
Stop.
God
That's
damn
a
it,
good
Dion.
question because, god damn, the amount of shit he's done for other artists.
I was just about to get to that. I was just, yo, if you're
Ooh.
not going to listen to R. Kelly, he's basically weaved into R&B and
All
a
of
little bit
He
of hip hop.
all of the
no, hold
early
on.
90s,
That
I mean
nigga
late all
produced
of that
literally my
90s, early
favorite 112
2000s.
song. R. Kelly produced that song. R. Kelly did the beat for my favorite 112 song. Do what you gotta do.
That's why it's hard for me to say that I'm going to stop listening to it because it's going to come a
Listen,
point in time where I have no
listen,
choice.
listen. I it,
Right.
Because
no
now that
that
means you got to do research and try and figure out what he was involved in and what he wasn't involved in.
I'm not
You know
going
what I'm
And
through
he
all
saying?
wasn't
that.
involved
And
into
who's
a
gonna
lot
do
of
all
shit.
that?
Who's going to go through that
Who's gonna do
no,
process?
all
I
that
think that
shit?
there's a
Who's
Nobody.
going to
difference
go
though.
through that
There's a
process?
there's a difference between listening to someone's actual music and listening to people that he's produced. Because the
But
people
he's
that he's
written for
produced
people
don't.
too.
Yeah, but the people that he's produced, they're not directly involved with what he did as an autonomous person. He did that
Father,
shit.
I,
So
But
I
in
agree,
the
Father.
back,
I'm not going to
in
go.
the deepest, darkest, in the back of your mind, you're gonna know. Oh, R. Kelly produced this beat. R. Kelly
I'm not
wrote
going to
this
go.
song,
I'm
and
not going to
I
go
mean, yeah,
searching for
that's
no
fine.
autonomous
it's
content.
That's
still
fine.
gonna
R.
take
Kelly
you
produced Michael Jackson too. You
through
gonna
this
stop listening to Michael
whole.
Jackson?
I'm not going to. I'm
I
not
was
going
about
to
to
I
keep
don't
say,
know if we
searching.
should.
yo, I was about to say, Django's one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's produced by the Weinstein Company. I still watch that.
I still
I still
watch
watch
it.
Django.
Like I'm not about to. No,
I'm not
look.
canceling Aaliyah either.
Look,
Yeah, I was
I'm
You
about to
gonna
say, I'm
tell you.
not
cancel.
canceling the
You
league.
I'm
can't cancel Aaliyah. When it comes
It
to what
is
we're
the
talking about, Aaliyah is
L-I-Y-A.
a victim. You can't cancel Aaliyah. Aaliyah's a victim.
I
I
don't.
thought
There was no victimizing that she was. It like they. It was. I don't understand.
I mean,
Again,
yeah, it has nothing to do with victim. It's just he did most of her work. He
yeah, I was
was the
about to
one
say he
being a
did her
creep
whole
on the
first
back of the
album.
fucking album cover and shit. You know what I'm saying? That was him. So
Like it's hard for you to say I'm not listening to R. Kelly anymore. Like
and
I'm not
that's
gonna
what I
go
wanted
search.
to
I'm
do.
not gonna go on YouTube and search for him, or I'm not gonna put a CD
See,
on specifically to want to hear R. Kelly. But
Like I
if I'm
said,
can
playing,
I point out something? Can
he's
I point out
wove
something?
into
And this
R&B.
is
Hold
not
on, there.
even to. Yeah.
Hold on. Let Q finish. Let Q finish, and then you say
Like
something.
I'm not going to look for it because yeah, like you said, he's kind of like it's almost impossible. Like it's almost impossible to try to getting R. Kelly out of your fucking playlist is like trying to get onions out of a steak and cheese. Like, why would you do that? Like, it's you are going to be there for years trying to figure out what he didn't do. So what that mean? I can't listen to Best of Both Worlds anymore because R. Kelly is a part of it. No, I don't. I just at this point it's like I mean, what the fuck? He's in jail. It's not like he's still out walking the streets and he's still getting a profit from it. That's how I feel about it. If he's not getting a profit about it, I feel like I could play it. But I've never been the biggest R. Kelly fan in the first place because it's like past my era. I'm not even gonna say it's past my era. He's never caught my ear. I'm a neo soul type of guy. I've never been like an R. Kelly fan. So, but I don't expect people to go searching for R. Kelly. Well, I'm about to play this R. Kelly song. Like that's nah.
All right, go ahead, Dion.
Where'd he go?
Uh-oh.
But no, like nah, fuck, like nah. Hey, R. Kelly's been canceled for years. Like it's not like he can't work with anybody. He's not doing nothing, so it doesn't really matter. Like, and then I hate when people use the whole analogy. Well, if you go and cancel, if you go and cancel R. Kelly, you got to cancel Chris Brown. You got to cancel these other people. I'm like, no. Like it's a big difference. Chris Brown was in a weird love thing with Rihanna, who's probably we don't know what the fuck happened in that car. We know what R. Kelly did. That's why he tried to
See,
like
and then
There's footage.
Up, he's back.
Man.
I seen that boy. I seen it. I seen
Caught
it.
his ass in 4K.
Do you know how many? You could tell how many people seen it because they reenacted that shit so many fucking times. It's like everybody has a DVD.
I
Of
can't.
what?
I can't have this conversation without thinking about that Boondocks episode. I can't.
Dog, y'all
Boondocks
forget.
predicted the fucking future.
Yes,
Again.
absolutely.
I keep
Oh
telling people
man,
the Boondocks was like the Black Simpsons. They predict a lot of shit.
They did.
man, what?
That just goes to show you that
That chicken
motherfucker
crisis?
knows his people.
Yeah, that chicken crisis? Yeah, that
Yo,
shit was on point.
That motherfucker knows his
yo,
people.
Yeah, that chicken
He
crisis
read the
was
manual
legendary.
on the dysfunction of black people, put it in cartoon form, and it became one of the best shows on this goddamn earth. Shout out to the Boondocks.
That chicken crisis
dog,
scared the shit out of me.
dog. Oh my
I'm not even gonna
god.
lie.
Running,
I'm not
running
gonna
out of
hold you.
chicken. Nigga, how?
Yo,
I'm not gonna lie. It's a
no.
lot of you ain't never seen an episode that really gave you chills. Like, what the fuck? That is so like I don't want to think about that shit now.
But
Honestly, Simpsons was like that for like the longest. Yo.
Yeah, like when Simpsons did the Super Bowl, it was like no. All right, I'm done. I'm not watching the Simpsons no more.
fucking and how far off when the Simpsons predicted who was that the Broncos and the Seahawks or whatever the fuck, like how far off, because they predicted the teams that would go to the joint who would win. How far off were they from like the difference in the score and shit? Like it was single digits.
They predicted a lot of crazy ass shit. Only thing they
Someone who writes or produces or whatever the fuck with the Simpsons knows some shit that the rest of the world don't fucking know, and they need to be protected. Cause
no,
holy shit,
I don't
that's
even
just
think
this
it's that. I don't even
that's
really
this
think it's
motherfucker saying this is comedy. America is some
it's
bullshit,
not
and that
even
motherfuckers can
no,
read these motherfuckers
no,
like a mile away.
no. When it comes to, I'm sorry, no. When it comes to motherfuckers who write and produce for like these TV shows, these cartoons and shit, there is no way in hell you can't tell me that these motherfuckers don't know some shit that the rest of the world don't know.
I'm not,
And
but
they're trying to fucking tell us something. They're trying to deliver whatever message they're trying to,
I don't think it's that.
through
I
these
think it's
cartoons.
academic.
They're trying to, put the world on to game.
I don't even really think it's them knowing shit that we don't know. I just think that they peep shit and they're able to decipher what the next move is going to be based on the motherfuckers' past actions and the circumstances that they're in now. Trump,
I
like the
agree.
Simpsons,
but then see,
because
that's how they know what they know. They
listen,
think what's
Dion,
happening.
I'm about to break it down. Listen, it's like this. I'm gonna put it like this. When Simpsons said that Trump was going to be president of the United States and that shit actually happened, that isn't because they just know something that we don't know. That is because Trump has always been a polarizing figure. And then when you combine a polarizing figure with the fact that he was also getting real heavy into politics, and not only was he getting into more political matters, he was flip-flopping too. 1 minute he'll side with the Democrats. 1 minute he'll side with the Republicans. He did that shit so many times at that particular time frame that it became satire for them to say, "Oh, if this motherfucker ran for president, he's gonna do it, and he's gonna do it as a Republican because Republicans are the easiest
But then
motherfuckers to finesse
you got
for
it.
the
But
vote."
then see, to here's the thing about Trump. He's a businessman. He's going to play off of who or whatever benefits him in that given moment or for whatever it is he's trying to accomplish.
But if motherfuckers actually pay
So
attention,
that
anybody could
flip
have predicted
flopping,
that.
okay.
Thank you, Q.
I get what you're saying.
Thank
Like
you.
if you sit back and actually, that's why I said it makes sense to what Father is saying because the chicken outage.
How you heard of
like
the chicken?
like
I'm
it caught
sorry.
me off
That's just
guard,
funny to me.
but it was so on point that it almost like it creeped me the fuck out.
No, oh shit. I'm
Like
sorry. It's just that
it's a like I don't know, but yeah,
that
but
just
I about to
makes
say, I get
me
exactly what you're saying, Father. Like it's almost like if you like, how can you miss? Like a lot of people would have missed it because they're not paying attention. So they make it seem like, oh, he's a time traveler. No,
No.
it shouldn't make
if
me
you
laugh
are
till you say that it
if you
does, but
are
just the
if
whole
you
thing of
are
running out of
well
chicken.
if your show is dependent on current events, you tend to slip up on something that just might happen.
And you also have to consider the fact that the American media does not tell the truth. That's why someone like George Carlin got as famous as he did. Because that motherfucker told the truth. That motherfucker said exactly what the news media wouldn't say. You know, same thing with Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is the same motherfucking way. He's a
Shit.
genius
Dave
because of deep
Chappelle,
shit.
fucking shit. If you want to
Chris
go to
Rock.
more current, Trevor Noah.
Exactly. Like these people aren't, predicting the future. They just peep shit. They pay attention. Look at South Park. Look at the shit that they be saying. A lot of the shit South Park, a lot of the episodes in South Park, that shit be going over people's heads. Really watch that fucking show.
Oh shit!
I stopped watching that a minute ago. But yeah,
South
a
Park
lot
is still
like
funny though.
But that's
It's funny how they got turned on once they admitted they were conservatives. Trey and what's it? Trey and Matt, I think their name. Like this whole time they were, and I'm like, this is why I don't care. I don't care what your leaning is as long as your product's good. I don't give a fuck. Because people just started going crazy and like, okay, now I'm canceling. I'm not watching this anymore. Like, come on, you didn't enjoy yourself. This has nothing to do,
I agree with you. D-Wolf, and I'm like the biggest conservative hater of them all. I hate conservatives. But it's not like I hate conservatives in the sense that, I don't like them because of what they believe. I just think they are not what's good for America. But that's a whole nother conversation. But saying that, I will fucking watch the shit out of Steven Crowder.
See, when it comes to conservatives in general, in a world and an environment that's ever changing, there's just certain things that's just like you have to change. You have to adapt with what's going on the fuck around you, whatever. And conservatives are just not with that shit. And that's why I'm like
I
when
usually pay attention when it
them,
comes to
it's
leadership.
just,
When it comes to politicians,
Still ain't
that's
got
when
the
I pay
birth yet.
attention to left and right dynamic. Because when it comes to the people, I'm like, that's based on their personal little, beliefs. I don't care if you're running a company, that doesn't bother me. But if you're running the country or state or government, that's when I really pay attention to your, to your party. Because I'm like, okay, what are you bringing in here? How far are you into this? Are you extreme? Are you, that's what I have to focus, because they're the ones bringing the policy and this and the other. But when it comes to the regular people, or even the rich people, it depends on how close they are with the politicians. But the regular people, that does not bother me at all. You could be far left, far right. I don't care. Who are you, though?
Oh shit. Oh man. But can we backtrack real quick, because we were originally talking about R. Kelly and what was going on with him and shit. Um, in regards to that, like I said, as a fan of his music, like I was initially saying, yeah, part of me is sad, but just from a uh I guess from a personal and moral standpoint, is just like, you know, he he needs to face he needs to face the consequences and whatnot of his actions, all the things he's done. So it's just like, wow, while yeah, the more you think about this shit and the further back you think when it comes to this shit, yeah, it's fucked up. But this is something that it needed to happen.
I feel like at the end of the day, he is paying for what he did. He is locked up. He's been convicted. They found him guilty. He's gonna be in
When
jail for a
is
long time.
his like actual sentencing supposed to take place?
I
May, I
hope
think.
10 years. Yeah, I'm about to say, but yeah.
May.
But I just feel like once that the job is done, now it's up to you if you feel like it's morally incorrect for you to listen to him. Me personally, I can't listen to him without thinking he's talking about little girls every time he makes a song. So it's like, I don't want to hear
Especially customer, because he's
it.
talking about giving a girl a glass of lemonade. And that one
Yeah.
always kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Any last
Mm.
any last words before we move on to our next topic? Because we can go on all night about this.
I say Dave Chappelle did the best R. Kelly impression.
The only
Hold on.
Oh man.
So
Hold on, Crystal. What was you about to
I
say?
have that on DVD, but yeah.
the only thing I have to say about R. Kelly is that it's sad that it took this long to come to the forefront of what's really going on. And at the end of the day, it's kind of like, unfortunately, in the Black community, if a little boy was to say he's been touched, no one would believe him. If a little girl says it, they'll kind of believe her majority of the time in the family, but they'll still invite that molester to like a barbecue and act like, oh, she's just making up shit. So I just think in the Black community in general, we do need to believe and stop selling off our kids, to these people. The whole reason for
Oh
being,
wait, no. Finish what you were saying. Sorry.
I'm sorry, the whole reason for the girls to even be in that predicament is due to their parents. No one else. No one else is responsible for them being in that predicament but their parents. That's all I have to say.
To piggyback off what you just said, Crystal, something I've seen multiple times on social media getting posted is how people will call out someone in their family for being homosexual or whatever the fuck, before they challenged that, child molester ass cousin or uncle or whatever the fuck it is.
It's the remix to Conviction. Hot and fresh in the prison. Robert
Oh man,
holding his
fire.
body while a big man put the tape in.
Shut
He
up.
said,
Oh
nah,
yeah.
man, don't run.
Shut up.
This is what you call fun. This ain't the freaking weekend. This is 20 to life, son. Bounce, 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 bounce. I'm sorry.
Go sit your ass in the corner. Oh my god.
Shut up. I love Twitter.
Go sit your ass in the
Easy.
corner.
That boy going to jail.
You were about to lose your job.
It's not even jail. He's going to not just jail, but prison. There's a difference between jail and prison.
Nigga,
And
that wasn't a
again, with
jail sentence.
all
That
that
was
shit
a
combined, he's facing basically the equivalent of a life sentence with all the charges
He is
combined.
going to a penitentiary.
bruh. That's not a jail sentence. That's not a prison sentence. That's a fucking appointment to go meet the Lord.
That is slavery.
He's facing the equivalent of a life sentence.
The
That is
next
slavery.
person that motherfucker is seeing is God.
He's facing the equivalent of what's shit with everything combined. It's not just a life sentence; it's the equivalent of like damn 2 or 3 life sentences. Shit,
You just pootie tanged yourself.
and
You just pootie
my
tang Dion,
my
my favorite.
my
I like
point
this. I like this
is
Dion.
the point is this nigga is doing time for all his shit.
Did they
Damn.
snipe my man's internet?
Damn. They said that, but his net worth is negative $2 million.
The legal fees, dog.
Bro, you might as well just die. I'm sorry.
I'm about
The
to say, I think that
legal
was
fees,
before the legal
dog.
fees because he ain't had no money to begin with, for real.
Yeah, his net worth is
He been broke.
He's
negative.
always
Negative.
he's always had money. It's just
Yeah, no, he had money. He can't make no more money off his music. Anything, everything is gone, and then he has to pay. He has to pay
see.
alimony to all
Here's the
those.
thing.
Well, I guess that's what it's called. Whatever
See,
that shit is called
here's
to
what
all the
I,
people that he.
see. Here's what you gotta here's what you gotta understand. When that documentary dropped and they first started investigating all
God
the
damn,
stuff
she
that
got
was
still.
mentioned in that documentary, all his fucking assets were frozen. All his shit was frozen.
Well, his shit is negative $2 million. So don't feel bad. Well, nah, I don't know.
We
I
all
ain't gonna say
richer than
don't feel
R.
bad.
Kelly.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
I'm the man. Shit, I'm happy. You just made my
We
day.
need to. All right, no, we wait. What's the next time? We need to proceed. We need to proceed. Oh
Yeah, I
shit.
was about to look. I'm gonna
Oh shit. Oh, damn, he
Negative
cut
two.
off. What the fuck just happened? He got cut in this sentence. What the fuck?
I just want everybody in the podcast to know that we are treading dangerous waters because niggas is getting sniped.
Hey, I swear to
wait.
God.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear
We
me?
can hear
We
you
can hear
now.
you now. You died for like
Oh,
5 seconds, but we hear you now.
we thought you got quick scope.
God damn it. All right.
Somebody quick scope your ass.
We are in dangerous territory. Oh shit.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna just end this off of a quote from Huey from the Boondocks.
Mhm.
Every famous niggas that get arrested is not Nelson Mandela. Yes, the government conspires to put a lot of innocent black men in jail off
Say
salacious
that shit.
charges,
But
but
this
R.
is not
Kelly
one
is
of
not
them.
one of them.
Love it.
Oh shit.
We all know the nigga can sing, but what
Uh-huh.
happened to standards? What happened to bare minimums? You a fan of R. Kelly? You want to help R. Kelly? Then get
This
him
is
some
counseling.
counseling. Introduce him to older women. Hide his camcorder, but don't pretend like the man is a hero. Stop the damn dancing and act like you got some goddamn sense, people.
That was
That's
fire. Hey, I love that episode just
That
because of that.
oh man. Oh man.
Boo.
Somewhere on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever the fuck, that episode of the Boondocks is, and not just a couple of clips, the full fucking episode is going to pop up on someone's social media, and all
Boo.
niggas can do is laugh.
Who is he?
Hey,
We don't
you
want
with
to
the
hear it.
afro.
Hey, you with the afro.
Turn
Beat
the
it.
music back on.
Turn it back.
Oh
All
man.
right. Okay. Have we talked about nurse? Just so we know, because I know like all this stuff been coming around at once, and a lot that's happening this week. Everybody done send me shit. So, yes or no? Have we talked about the thousands of hospital workers could be fired because of the vaccine mandate? Do we have to go through that?
We've only
um, no, go ahead,
Not
go ahead.
specifically.
Whoever was about to talk, go ahead.
No, I was saying we ain't talk about that specifically.
No, he
No,
brought it up in the end, or it was Crystal that brought
but
it up in the end last week. We didn't
Yeah,
touch on it.
yeah. Crystal did bring it up about
whoever besides me that was starting to say something, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just because you asked the question, did we bring it up? And I just said we just hinted at it. That's all. But we didn't
Uh,
really talk in detail about it.
Now,
Okay.
okay, my thoughts on that. On one hand, I I somewhat understand why they're doing that, simply because, okay, just for the sake of mitigating the spread of the virus and things of that nature, I get it. But at the same time, with things being the way they are now in terms of finding work and this, that, and the third because of the virus, it is harsh. I mean, I'm not a doctor or any form of a nurse or healthcare provider or whatever, so it's just like I'm not entirely sure what to say. But the one thing I will say is this: while yes, it does seem on the cruel and harsh side of the spectrum, I I do get it. Just for the sake of mitigating the spread of this damn COVID thing, I I I get it. I don't fully agree with it, but I understand the reasoning.
All right.
Oh,
Well, y'all
go
already know
ahead, Crystal.
how I feel
Go ahead,
about it.
Crystal.
I call bullshit. My whole thing is if you guys were short staffed when the COVID-19 situation was happening and now you can bring in military, why the fuck you didn't do it before? That's my first thing. My second thing is people who don't want to be vaccinated should not be forced to do anything. If y'all really want to keep people safe, even the ones that were vaccinated still fucking got COVID. So let's not pull
Yes.
this. Okay, at the end of the day, can we fucking talk about the doctors that had the high maintenance rooms in the hospitals for their family members and for their friends, and that's the real reason motherfuckers was dying in hospitals? Can we talk about the fact that people were a lot misdiagnosed, not treated properly? Can we start there? Can we talk about the governor that in most states would push old people in nursing homes to be killed off? Y'all don't fire those motherfuckers, but y'all fire people who went to school for 4 years plus something and tell them because you won't stick a fucking needle in your motherfucking arm, we're gonna take away your livelihood. Who the fuck do y'all think you are? That's where
Not
my
only
fucking thing is. I'm very angry at this fucking shit. Majority of the nurses are minority. So let's not do this. We know what the fuck's going on. You know damn well that if
Ooh,
these people get their jobs taken away, you're talking about a mother, a single mother nurse who's probably having 4 kids or so, a nurse who went to school with all the struggles. Now you're going to take it away because she don't want to poke herself up. You fucking kidding me? And she's part of a union. So we're going to disregard the rights of the
can
union
can
to go
we
ahead and
add
take fucking jobs away? Who the fuck do y'all
Crystal,
think y'all are? If y'all really trying to protect
Crystal?
people,
if I
Hold on,
may,
Dion. Let her cook. Let her cook, Dion. Let her
Let
cook.
her cook, man.
Let
Don't
her
stop her cooking.
Half
God
people
damn.
in
no,
hazmat
no, I agree with everything
provide the
she's saying. I
protection,
wanted to
and we
throw
got
in something real
fucking
quick.
nurses that died.
Let her cook.
There was nurses that fucking died. Now you're concerned? Get the fuck out of here, y'all. Let's not do this bullshit.
Did you get everything out so I can, because I agree with everything you said. I wanted to add something to what you said.
Mm-hmm.
On top of everything you said, let's talk about the fact that the vaccine doesn't even guarantee that you won't catch this motherfucker.
I mean, none of
That's
the
the thing I
vaccines
wanted to
do.
bring up.
None of the vaccines do.
No, it's a small thing, yes. No, it seems silly, but it's a good point to mention. The
That's not why
vaccine doesn't even guarantee whether or not you will or won't catch this
Ray,
motherfucker.
Ray, Ray,
That's not why I'm laughing.
Ray.
Y'all are ridiculous.
Ray, Ray, stop laughing, please.
I'm
No,
gonna put
I
myself on
have,
mute. Dude.
I have to ask
no,
this
no.
question.
Let
I have to ask
him
this
have
question,
that.
Ray.
Let
I
him
have to
have
ask
it
this
because I
question,
get
Ray.
why he's laughing. I get why he's laughing. But at the
Oh
same
my
time, what
God.
I just said, it's a good thing to bring up. It's a good
Oh
point to
my
bring up.
God.
Let's be real.
Ray.
You
Are
know,
It's funny
you
how
you
none of
know
them get
what?
in trouble when they're
Everything that was
dancing on
just said,
TikTok.
let's be real.
are
What
you
I just
thinking
said
what
is
I'm
a good
thinking, Ray?
point.
Were you on the same page as me, Ray?
Yes.
Father, were you there too?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm just making sure we all here at the same time.
Yo, Q, we here.
I get why you're laughing. Okay, I get what y'all laughing at. I get why y'all laughing. But let's be real. What I said is a good point.
Hey, man.
You're right. It was a good point, especially when Crystal said it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear when she didn't say anything about the vaccine.
Oh my God, that was
Stopping the
hilarious.
virus. She,
That was
you know,
hilarious.
Yes,
Hey,
he did.
if she did, I missed it. But
oh my God,
You gotta let her cook. This is why he say you
Ray,
gotta let her cook, bruh.
Ray, I fucking hate you.
I noticed everything she said. I didn't catch her saying,
I swear,
saying what I said.
I wouldn't have laughed. I just say that I wouldn't have laughed as hard. That was
I know, bruh.
You, you
Yo,
know
you just
you know
gave
what's
Ray
the
a
sad
great
part?
laugh.
You know what's the sad part? I
what.
thought I put myself on mute.
Oh no.
That nigga, yo, you made
Please,
Ray
hey,
die on his own episode.
please,
Congratulations.
hey.
Nah,
Oh
but
my God. Ooh, shit. Oh my God. But as far as the vaccine, yo, I think this is why we have rights. I think it's I think this is part of our constitutional rights. I think. I believe so. Should be. Probably not. They lie
It
a
does.
lot.
They always bring up the what's it called, the Nuremberg Code, but I don't know that much into it. But that's what they tend to refer to. But my thing is the whole. So they get in trouble for not getting the clot shot, but none of them got in trouble for week. I know you guys are on Twitter. Do you remember the amount of TikTok dances these nurses had the time to do for some reason? None of them
Yeah.
get in trouble. It seemed like they didn't take their job seriously. It seemed like they weren't overwhelmed at all. The amount of videos that come out on the daily.
you know what?
That's a good ass point.
Hey, it's the truth.
Oof.
But now they
Oof.
want to replace them with military. Not people who want to help people just because they don't want to, get the jab or they feel they're healthy enough. And the whole thing is like, don't y'all work in a hospital anyway? So if something goes down, you're the
already
luckiest
there.
person to have a job at the hospital.
That's a fact.
So if you fucked up, just talk to the next doctor, be like, I ain't feeling so good, yo. Or check yourself or something like that. You're the safest
Right.
place in the world, but you have to mandate this in the place you want that people will end up if they're sick anyway. They're coming in sick, and like like Dion and Crystal said, like the thing ain't working, and it's not even for the Delta. It's not even, and the worst part is it's not even for the Delta. It's for the original COVID-19, not the variant. It's not for any variant. So what they're always mandating is for the regular COVID, which is not really doing anything to anybody anymore. It's the Delta. So we're basically telling people to jab themselves for nothing and mandating it.
I'm trying to hold in my laugh. That's why I'm muted.
But see,
I'm so sorry. I'm crying,
So
but I'm so sorry.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
if Crystal said anything around when she was talking kind of fast. So if she said anything near what I said, I'm sorry for reiterating anything she said.
Don't be sorry,
Kind of going
Dion. Be
rapid
better.
fire.
Be better,
She was kind of
than
going
the
rapid fire.
Dion of yesterday.
Anyway, D-Wolf, what was that thing you sent me earlier before the podcast? Because I feel like that also has a good point. It's about, man, I've been hearing this more or less about natural immunity versus getting a vaccine and all that. So,
well, this has been said since day one, but anybody who says it will get in trouble or a shadow ban or anything like that. Now it's a whole year later now. But anyway, so Senator Rand Paul's questioning I don't know who it was, somebody in the CDC or something. I have to check that. But basically, that person was going to every state and saying, oh, the people who don't want the shot and stuff like that are like basically flat earthers. They're crazy. They're conspiracy theorists. They don't know the science, blah, blah, blah. In fact, Rand Paul was telling him that these people know what they're talking about. Because first of all, Rand Paul's a doctor as well. He might be a senator, but he's a doctor first. So he knows this stuff. So, and what was that basketball play? He basically said the same thing that Rand Paul was saying, that if you have your own natural immunity, you're basically in the same or even better state if you have the vaccine itself. You have equal protection if you survive getting COVID on your own.
His name is
Jonathan. And
Jonathan.
the numbers say that it's proven fact, it's proven science. Yet everybody on the news is saying, "Oh, we're crazy for thinking this. No, get the shot, get the shot, get the shot," and as if nobody can heal from this on their own, as people have done. I have. So, you know, if you want that personal freedom to take that chance on your own, and you know you got it, you know you have a less chance to get it again, and based on the information from the Delta, you know that if you do get it, and with the Delta, you're getting it worse, because the vaccine is what's in fact what cause variants. That's how variants work, which is what happens with the regular flu, which is why we get boosters every time the flu mutates, because it's fighting against the vaccine from the year before. Anytime it beats the vaccine or survives the vaccine, it adapts and changes itself, and that's why you get a new variant. Then they have to play catch up with a booster. And that's exactly what's going on. But all of that is ignored as if that's never the case. That's never happened, as if it's not happening now. And we're crazy. So that guy was basically putting him on blast, saying, why are you going around doing this and trying to mandate this shit when you know, and you're not even a scientist? The man Rand Paul was talking to. He wasn't a scientist, but he's talking as if he is and calling everyone crazy. But everyone that is talking about it either knows their shit or is scientists or doctors themselves. So, yeah.
I just want to say very quickly that YouTube just had an announcement that said they're going to be cracking down on like vaccine misinformation or vaccine. Like if you got like a different opinion about the vaccine, they're going to crack down on that harder. And also, I also want to say, when it comes to the vaccine, I'm neither pro-vax or anti-vax. I'm in the realm of do your motherfucking research to the best of your ability and make an informed decision because either way, you know what I'm saying? You can't outpace life. Life is going to get you one way or another. If you are destined to die to this coronavirus, how can I put this? Like, just do your research. Basically. Do your motherfucking research. Make an informed decision. Yeah. If you take the vaccine, fine. If you don't take the vaccine, okay. But don't be that motherfucker in the room that's trying to shame people for not doing or doing whatever it is that you feel is, correct. If you feel like you need to take the vaccine, take it. If you don't feel like you need to take the vaccine, then don't. But make sure that you just be a decent human being. Like, it's a tough time. Obviously, we just talked about America about to run out of money. You know what I'm saying? People are stressed out. People are traumatized. People are going through a lot of shit. I really feel bad for all my brothers and sisters with kids right now. It's a scary motherfucking time. So don't make it hard for people who make a decision that you don't agree with. If you don't agree, keep that shit to your motherfucking self. Discuss it with the Lord or discuss it with Satan and shut the fuck up. Thank you.
Agreed. Agreed 100%.
Mm-hmm. That's all you had to say.
Yep.
I don't see the complication.
That's what we need.
Jeez.
Right. Make your choice, live with your choice, and move the fuck on.
Literally.
Stop forcing people to. I hate people who get mad because everybody doesn't agree with you. Like, that's the most annoying thing. Somebody who forgets that everybody has their own personal opinion. Some of the people that's getting the vaccine don't know anything about it. They just went and got it.
Right.
And vice versa. Some people who don't know anything about the vaccine, they just not going to go get it. So in reality, it's like, what? Mind your business. Why motherfuckers came out of their business? Damn, I don't care who get the vaccine. Shit.
But Biden said you gotta get the vaccine because it's gonna kill the
Biden.
coronavirus.
I don't give a fuck about Biden.
He better than Trump. You know what I'm trying. You talk to a smooth brain political somebody, they just hit you with that bullshit.
Hey, Biden the type of nigga you be like, are you done talking? Yeah, Biden. Fuck.
Right.
The American people. All right, bro.
Biden. If you done Biden.
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 Where my stimmy Biden?
Oh my God.
Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
Yeah, hurry up and say it before Dion does.
Unhand my stimmy, house of
everything
Biden.
I wanted to say Crystal already said. That's why I let her cook.
Yeah, she always does
I'm
that.
sorry. That was fucking hilarious.
I'm crying.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Also, God bless you, Crystal. God bless you.
This was, I forgot to put this on the topic, but like I said, a lot of people gave me some topics I thought was interesting. Y'all want to talk about Dollar Tree not being $1 no more? Y'all want to talk about something Father said to me about Whole Foods? There's no racism allowed in Whole Foods.
Are you serious?
What time are we in?
What the? You know what? Since they're in the same realm, let's talk about both at the same time. So Dollar Tree,
that's right? Are you
not
serious?
being a motherfucking dollar. That's all the proof you need to have, bro.
That's some fucked up shit. Right. Like I don't even want to live no more sometimes. Like, for real.
You telling me I'm going to Dollar Tree and spending more than $1?
$1.50? I gotta pay $1.50 for this shit. I've been paying $1 my whole life.
You want to know?
It's because I'm black, ain't it?
No, you want to know?
It's definitely because we black.
No, I knew the times were really bad when the McChickens wasn't $1 anymore. That's when I knew.
Dog, who are you?
Bro, I knew times was bad when I went to the ice cream truck and Big Burst was like 75 cents. I said, what? 50 cents my whole life. It's just like I refuse to pay another quarter for some delicious colored water.
Fuck that. Fuck that. When they started,
that's not great because everybody know the blue one is the most watery one. All right,
the worst one. The good one was the purple one. I don't care what nobody.
The purple one is the best one. The purple and the orange.
The purple one was the juicy one. But no, I knew times was hard when those 25-cent bag of chips became 50 cent to 75 cent
Preach.
in the
Boy.
But the
how
bag
is
got
it
smaller. How did the bag get
yeah,
The
smaller?
how the
bag got
bag gets
smaller
smaller?
too.
How you
How
paying
the
three
bag gets
Doritos in this
smaller?
bag of chips though?
The
But it's
Doritos
but
got
it's 50
thinner.
cents, 75 cents, a dollar
The
some places.
Doritos got thinner. Times is hard. Look how big that 75-cent price is on that bag now. Like back in the day, we didn't even know the price of the fucking chips because we didn't care because we knew it was 25 cents. Now they just letting you know, nigga, it ain't the same.
I
They
just
gotta
want
let you know.
also just to show you know, in some places, Arizona iced teas is like $1.39.
Man,
Right?
Mm-hmm.
fuck
Hey,
out my
young, they
face.
don't care about life.
Yep.
Yo, yo, and when
They don't.
I'm gonna start throwing fits when they start raising the prices on Rock Creek sodas. They still better be 99 cents for 2 liters. All right,
Let me tell you something. Hey, Ray, the
yo,
day they make 90, if the day that a Rock Creek soda is not 99 cent, Ray, we might as well just go ahead and pack up and just hit the road. We going we going to Idaho, we going to Utah, we going somewhere else, Wisconsin, we going to somewhere, Maine. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter where we go.
Take me with you,
I don't want to
please.
be. I don't want to be here no more.
Take me with you. I'm
Yeah,
tired.
you got to go too, Father. We need some of your wisdom
And
too.
watch, wherever y'all go, them shit still gonna be a dollar and
A
whatever
dollar.
cent.
I promise you, it is. It's gonna be a dollar. I know the game. We just gotta get the fuck away from the city.
If
God
if
damn it.
that happens, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna cry. You just gonna see a grown man crying. Like, why to do this to me?
I'm not be dog. I'm not gonna answer the phone. I'm gonna already be crying. Because trust me, by the time you know, I'm gonna already be like, I seen it. It's not fair.
Ray, you
Yo,
better
Ain't
play
okay.
that "We Cry Together" song when we do it too. We gonna cry together.
yo, you know how many times a Rock Creek soda done saved me from thirst? Like,
Save you from thirst. Talk about save a household from thirst, my nigga.
I
Like
know.
what the fuck? Fuck me. Me, the Rock Creek soda lasts about 2 days with me. But the household, one good night with that Rock Creek soda change your mama life. Get a ginger ale for your mama. That's part of a Mother's Day gift, giving her the big ass 2 liter ginger ale.
Speaking of soda, let's talk about this Whole Foods thing real quick
Go
because
ahead.
I know if you go in there, right? Whole Foods is supposed to be advertised as a place where you go get fresh food. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get your health on or whatever. But then they put that motherfucking sign up talking about racism has no place here, and it's fun and it's so funny because as soon as they posted that shit, they went viral. And they went viral for the motherfucking wrong reason because Black Twitter got on that ass and said, okay, so what the Whole Foods in the block then? What the Whole Foods in the hood then? Oh, wait, there ain't any. So that shit about, oh, racism has no place in here, you don't even have the decency to put a Whole Foods where it would benefit people the most because y'all motherfuckers want to make profit and they caught your ass in 4K. I love it.
Something else about Whole Foods and them being racist but not being racist but being racist at the same time. If you do Amazon Fresh, you know how there's an option for Whole Foods. So you can have your Whole Foods delivered, but Whole Foods doesn't take food stamps. But
Oh,
Amazon
racist
Fresh
bastard.
Oh,
Nope,
does.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not going back to nope, fuck them. Fuck them.
oh,
Fuck them.
wow.
Fuck them.
I
Yeah.
did not
So
Yeah,
know that.
that's
online, if you
definitely
go
racist.
online through your Amazon app and they give you the two options for Fresh and Whole Foods, you can go to Whole Foods and you can still have your stuff delivered, but they don't take food stamps.
Fuck them.
So on top of them not being in bunny ears urban areas, they don't even take food stamps online.
Tanya, would you say that's the equivalent of back in the day when they would only have Black people go through the back door of
Yeah.
houses? That's how
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's a food. Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck them.
And also, watch how a lot of those Whole Foods locations are also automating soon because soon enough there's coming into a time where there's not going to be any cash. You got to pay everything through the phone, through your Cash App, through these apps, through your cards. Like we're going cashless very, very, very fast. So that's also a way to keep like the poverty out Because if they don't have the means to take cash anymore, that means that the homeless people that are getting money on the street, they won't be able to get shit. So a place like Whole Foods, not only are you fucking racist as hell, but you also don't incentivize people who are actually in poverty by no fault of their own, however, and you regard them to suffer. So now they have to go to the McDonald's. They have to go to the 99% liquor stores to get some motherfucking food. Thanks.
Damn that. How the hell you gonna tip strippers now?
You motherfucker.
I'm just saying, like, when we go to a, I'm not cash assing no goddamn.
You know what they about to do? You know what they about to do, right? They about to stick a QR code in their ass cheek. So you gotta scan that shit in order to tip.
Oh, it's gonna be like Deli and Trip Girl.
Exactly. That's what exactly is gonna be.
So does that mean they was telling the future too?
You know what? If it ever gets to that, everybody owes Nelly an apology.
Fucking
I agree,
apology.
100%. BET, MTV, whoever wouldn't show his video during prime
BET,
time, they all owe
BET,
him an apology if
BET.
that really happens.
That was back when BET was ran by black people, real black people.
BET Uncut.
Hey, speaking of BET, do y'all know they're coming back with Rap City?
Yeah.
Who's gonna host it?
Tigger.
The legendary Big Tigger. It wouldn't be no. I wish the fuck they would.
Are they bringing back DJ Q45? It's like, nah.
Yeah, hey,
I
let me tell you.
fucking love Q, yo.
Yo, I swear to God, if they dreamed about bringing anybody back other than live in the basement with Big, let me tell you something. Big Tigger was a motherfucker who freestyled with rappers every episode, nonstop, and out-rapped half of the motherfuckers. Hell no. Go ahead. Bring Nick Cannon out there. I swear to God.
No. He better not.
I was about to say, who you think's gonna be in the booth?
Oh yeah, see, I got somebody like Joey Badass, Davies, Fabulous might show up, you know, niggas like that. Like I don't feel like it's not gonna be too many industry dudes is going. I was gonna ask you, who would you want to see in the booth?
I would love to see 21 Savage in the booth.
Of course you would. Just say, I'm not gonna lie. I want to see JID in the booth.
Absol, my nigga.
Oh God, Absol.
Action Bronson. I like Action Bronson.
You mean Ghostface Killer?
White Ghostface Killer.
You know who else I would like to see in the booth? Wiz Khalifa.
I would like
to see him in the booth.
That's my guy. I want to see Currency in the booth, you know?
Yes.
I'm trying
I haven't heard from Currency in like years.
Oh, you know who you
no, let me tell you, I want to see the baby in the booth because the baby is actually pretty fucking good. I like to see him in the booth.
What about Ray? What about Lloyd Banks? He should be in the booth too.
Man,
they gotta make a whole old school episode for niggas like him.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Like
I'm not gonna lie. If Lloyd Banks going to the booth, I'm going to go crazy.
Hey, man, it's gonna have to be a Lloyd Banks versus Fabulous. I keep telling you, man, Fabulous is on another level, man. You know, but it's okay. All right, so if you watched, if you watched Rap City back in the day, who do you think is the best booth rapper?
Damn.
DMX.
Ludacris, man.
I gotta think about that one.
Ludacris is like second, but DMX.
Ludacris.
Okay, let me ask you this: who do you think had the best booth freestyles? If you had a top 5 best booth freestyles, who would you put?
Damn. All right.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? That's what you sound like.
Yeah, it did. Like, damn, that was damn shit.
Because I will put Ludacris up there.
Ludacris is 1 or 2.
Ludacris is 1 or 2.
Yeah,
DMX is definitely up there.
Yeah.
Watch all
Dipset had a legendary booth freestyle.
That's another one I wanted to put up there because Cameron Freestyle was, oh my god, my man, he left.
Yeah, hey, let me tell you something. It was the pink bucket hat, dog, and it was furry. He was on a different level that night.
He was.
He
So
on a different.
also, and people don't remember this until you like watch it. The one with Elephant Man and I think what's his name, Bounty Killer, something like that.
Dog, even the one with Bow Wow.
Bro,
the one where he was naming all the
all the
chicks.
girls that
one was
fire.
cute. That was cute.
That was that was fire. Even Lil Wayne's second, where he was with Q45, but still, that's clearly legendary.
Are you talking about the Willie the Squid one?
Yes.
That one was fire. That one was fire.
I'm mad you only know it by that.
That's what I call it. I call it the Willie the Squid. Beanie Siegel too.
Beanie Siegel was good. Mobb Deep was good too.
Method Man was great. Red Man is always good.
Oh, bro, Wu-Tang, they always killed it. All of them are just.
Actually, my favorite freestyle from Jay-Z is from the basement.
Absolutely.
The Ulia joint. The Ulia joint.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Bro, I gotta go back and rewatch all this shit.
Yeah, man. It's been so long. I just feel like the reason why I say Ludacris is because I felt like Ludacris was really freestyling every fucking time. Because he was just it just seemed like he was saying shit like that. You had to just come up with that shit. Like you didn't write that.
Yo, yeah, Ludacris. That's why I said Ludacris is definitely up there. That's why that's why I asked that question. It's like DMX. I would say like DMX. That Dipset joint.
That Dipset joint was legendary. I don't care.
That Dipset joint is legendary, and I'm putting that over G Unit.
Yeah, because Joel Santana left too.
Yes, they all kind of left.
Yeah, he floated.
I want to put Bone Thugs and Harmony over there because the way Busy Bone freestyle, but I just like Busy Bone's verse. Everybody else was cool, but Busy Bone.
And thanks to Cam, I'm Harlem's new anchor, man. Yes, Chuck, you should shake my hand.
Bro, no, you know who else I remember? You know who else I remember? Fucking Jadakiss.
Oh, Jadakiss.
Oh, I forgot about Jadakiss. Oh my God,
I gotta go back, bro.
Yo, there's a bunch of them on YouTube, so
I'm going, bro. I'm going on.
Shit, Kanye West's freestyle was crazy. His first freestyle?
Which one? Because the one he did off the stand-up beat, because that's off of I forgot what song is it, but it's off of Graduation.
No,
I know what you're talking about, but that one was off of Graduation. Like when you hear it, it's like
it was
the
crazy.
one where he's like, most of you can't get it out from me. It's like your girl don't like me. How long you been gay?
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah,
it was fire though. It was just nice to hear.
But that was fire though. Was fire. I know what you're talking
fire
because he was flowing. Kanye was flowing.
That's the beauty of it. It was just he just rode that motherfucker. I was like, God damn, okay. Damn, that is the glory days. I don't even think a lot of rappers would even jump in. One person I think that would jump in there, and it would bless my heart to see him in the booth is J. Cole, because for some reason he is like free. He's like the most feared man out right now. Like I don't know, niggas are scared of him, but he just too fucking nice. I get tired of this shit. Stop being such a punk. The fuck,
Jermaine,
Cole.
Oh, speaking of that, now I could transition to this, and this could be last topic. How do you feel that people trying to compare Drake to Michael Jackson?
Oh numbers. My God, I saw that shit.
It's just numbers.
Are you really comparing Drake to fucking Michael Jackson? Is that what we've come to?
No.
Yes, people are comparing. Some people say Drake is bigger than Michael Jackson.
That is a fucking cap. That is fucking cap. Let me tell you,
Michael Jackson was singing around the world, man.
Bro, that man looked left and half the fucking crowd fainted. Shut the hell up.
Do you know? I'm about to say, do you know how much ticket money was wasted on Michael Jackson, my nigga? Like motherfuckers thought they was gonna see. They came with cameras. They thought they was gonna see some shit. They passed out before he even started singing.
That
God bless the people who survived the moonwalk or even the kick when he
True.
God bless them. And when he do the little pelvic thrust, come on, man.
I couldn't even imagine seeing that shit for the first time,
Nigga went the
like
glove,
live.
the,
You
the
know what I'm
glove,
saying?
the glove, the socks.
they have a statue of this man. They literally have a statue of this man.
Nigga,
I
come
don't
on,
even.
man.
7.5
I
feet.
honestly don't even know why he's in the same fucking conversation. Like, why is
Because
this
people try
man
to
being
put
brought
him
up in the
there.
same conversation?
Because they're trying to force shit that won't never make sense. Why can't people make like realistic analogies and comparisons? Compare Drake to Jay-Z or some shit like that. Like that's where you
I
don't
wouldn't even
go.
do that.
I mean, if you
I
look
wouldn't
at
even do
numbers,
that.
if you look at numbers and the way this how they rap, I think it's like it's weird. Like Drake says a lot of shit because he's like he feels like he's above everybody. He feels like he's better than everybody. Jay-Z is actually better than everybody when it comes to that shit. So it's like he's trying to mimic what Jay-Z does. In my opinion, I don't think he's good at it, but I think he's like, I mean, he sells. Like, you got to give the man his just due. This is just a reincarnation. All these motherfuckers are reincarnations of somebody who are legends. So it doesn't really matter. Like, Nas, I mean, J. Cole is Nas all over again. It's just,
It's so
he's,
sad that I
Okay.
agree with the fact that J. Cole is just another Nas. I do agree with that.
like, they're all reincarnations. It's weird as fuck. Like Wiz Khalifa is like Snoop and what's my man named Devin the Dude and all them niggas that just get high off fucking title. Like they just it's a new generation with new people but the same old shit every time and they all stay in their own fucking lane.
I know what you mean because back in the day, you could have 100 people and it'd be 100 different styles. Back in
Exactly.
the day, like
You know what I'm
motherfuckers
saying?
were distinct. I think that's what it is. But now
Yeah.
nobody is distinct anymore. I cannot tell some of these rappers apart sometimes. Like
But
I'll
I
be
mean,
hearing one nigga, I think it's a young boy song. I'll be hearing another nigga, it's the whole time is somebody I don't even
yeah,
hear
but
about.
that's the
Like,
difference because the difference is the trend back then was to be different. You know, to stand out, you wanted to sound like not like somebody else because that was considered like some shit.
Fighting.
yeah, you
Exactly.
couldn't bite. That's what it
It was
was.
hard. It was hard to be able to do that. So you had to find your own thing. All of these motherfuckers, let's be real. Hey, and Ray will agree with me on this because I'm going deep in my bag when I say this shit. All of these motherfuckers are grandkids to Nelly. I don't give a fuck what you say. Nelly is the first motherfucker to do what these motherfuckers are doing. This singing and rapping shit. Nelly, I heard this shit years the fuck ago.
That's
I would
true.
have said
Y'all
Yeah,
both
all
though, but
yeah,
Nelly,
Nelly, I definitely did.
I'm about to
yeah,
say
definitely.
when if you really think about it, nigga, the first underlay, mama, why that shit was fun. Look,
Bruh.
all you motherfuckers need to thank Nelly and go ahead and pay him his motherfucking residuals because you owe this nigga because he did the shit before all you motherfuckers even tried to do this shit.
Right.
And he was in his own lane and motherfuckers thought that shit was lame for a second. And look at all you motherfuckers biting.
Give me to burn. I need to burn. Come
So I
Something
can
on.
get
jump
up
in
in
my
my
Air
Air Force
Force.
One.
Something
Like
in
what?
my Air
Boy,
Force Ones.
He was a man.
Bruh.
What?
Shout out to Nelly, yo. God damn. You made me really
Hey, fuck
appreciate
that.
this nigga, bro.
Let me tell you something. My man Nelly said the most legendary shit in the world, and it did not even make sense.
I'm a sucker for cornrows and manicure
And
toes.
manicured toes. He is a goat, and everybody
Oh
loved that
shit.
shit. Everybody loved that shit. Come on, man. That's some country ass stupid shit. He's a goat. Y'all niggas need to respect him, man. For real.
Is that your ass or your mama have reindeer?
Come on.
Dog, what?
Yes, that's a
Dog,
dream.
what?
In my
What?
hopes, I never changed that. Your body
Look,
is
look,
getting
look, look,
on
look.
a
She's singing
wiggle
it, and
way.
she
That's
is
my shit. I love that song.
singing it. And he, and Murphy Lee had the best sideburns in the game.
Bruh.
He was disrespecting Ludacris before Ludacris. I'm telling y'all. Like, they was ahead of their time, bro. Motherfuckers don't respect it. So before motherfuckers scream and say T-Pain was the first one, Let's go a little bit back further, and you can go ahead and listen to some Nelly, like
Bruh,
Nellyville, Nelly.
Like now that you're mentioning Nelly, there's another person I gotta mention because this man, bruh, Project Pat, my boy Project Pat.
Yes.
Oh my god.
He paved the way for these trap niggas.
Right. Bro, like
Yeah.
the melodies that he be putting in his music, bro. Nah, that wasn't regular music that he was recording, bro. That nigga actually was ahead of his time.
Hey,
Like
and let's
when I really
give
peeped
some
his music,
respect to Juicy J since we still there.
yes, bro. Him and
Juicy
Juicy
J been
J
doing
and
this
all
shit
the
forever.
3-6 crew, bro.
This nigga been doing this shit since about Jay-Z's time. Like,
And it's funny that you mentioned that because the people I really like blasting now is like the Young Dolphs and the what's his name, Key Glocks, because they come from that area too. So like they still got that style. So their music be cranking.
Yeah, it's
that
yeah.
shit.
Dolph is that nigga. I don't like Yo Gotti. I think Yo Gotti is too corporate.
His head is very corporate.
Yeah, he got a fucking electric pencil sharpener head, like the old ass pencil sharpener that used to be on the wall that you had to wheel that motherfucker like it was like his head is shaped like a thermostat. Like that shit is sad. Like he looked like a Roblox character. Like his head is boxed as shit.
He said Roblox.
Like Madden, what is it? NFL quarterback club 99. Box head ass nigga. Just sad.
Oh man, the one with Brett Favre on the cover. Oh
yes. I went far.
I'm showing my age.
Yeah, hey,
I'm age.
Shit, I'm that old too. That's the fact that I even know that motherfucker. Hey, I'm telling y'all, like WWF No Mercy.
Oh my good God. No. The nigga do the cussing, the nigga neck move all crazy and shit.
Oh my God, it's sad. Like he just plastered his face on that box ass head. All right, I'm sorry,
box ass head. They do the fucking walking animation. They be looking generic as fuck.
Like Tasty Cakes box head ass, man. Stop, please. All right.
Every time you switch to a different opponent, they just point at each other. Just
dog. Like his head is shaped like that new little what's that that Uno game with the mechanical thing that give you the cards for you. Like his head is shaped like that. Like his head is weird as fuck. Like it's almost like a doorstop. Like you could just sit it in the door. And like,
yo, this nigga just going in.
Or like one of those big ass erasers we used to get like on the first day of school. Like when they used to pack, when they used to pack our shit for us, and we get them big ass pink erasers. That's what his head shaped like. All right, I'm done, Yo Gotti. Yeah, I'm done, Yo Gotti. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm sorry. Like my bad.
All right. I'm gonna end with this, and then we go to our final thoughts. Is there anyone in this generation that you would think is even remotely closer to Michael Jackson?
Beyonce.
That was my answer.
Beyonce.
I can agree with that.
I'm trying to think of somebody else other than the obvious. Nope. Yep. Beyonce.
Yeah, would y'all put Kanye up there?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Kanye.
Close, but not now.
Not yet.
I feel like he's slowly rising.
That's what I said. Not yet. Give him some time. Yeah. Let him be loved again. Because remember, Michael Jackson was hated for a while.
Yeah.
And then he was loved again. Then he died. So just give him some time. Kanye West will figure it out. He'll be back. I would say, like, if we're talking about talent wise, I would say Chris Brown. Chris Brown is not consistent enough, and he annoys the fuck out of me.
Oh, Ray, didn't you say the same shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said Chris Brown wasn't consistent enough, and I'm like,
that's my best. I told you that's like y'all are my best man. Me and Ray think about the same type of music shit. Like it's weird as fuck. That's the only thing we agree on.
And that man be releasing like 40 song albums too.
But he'll have like at least like 4 hits on him. But it's like, damn, that's it.
Yo,
What about Jay-Z? Would y'all put Jay-Z up there?
not yet. I think he's the same. I think he's the same. It's the same situation as Kanye, but Jay-Z is closer.
Yeah,
You
I
think
think
Jay-Z is close?
Yeah,
I think Jay Z is in a realm of his own. Like, not saying that he's higher than Michael. It is he. I think he's iconic enough. But I think
but
eventually
in
his
a
wife.
different lane.
Yeah,
Is
I
that what
think
you're
he's
trying
in a
to say?
different lane. Like, yeah, I think he's more so like Michael Jackson is beloved.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true.
Jay-Z is more like he is respected, or he is like,
Mhm.
he's not beloved. Like, motherfuckers cry at Michael Jackson's feet. Nobody's crying at Jay-Z's feet. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
All I know is all I know is we had that talk about Jay-Z of 500K and people said 500K. If you said Michael
exactly.
Jackson of 500K, they just said
Uh,
Michael.
they would have
yeah,
said Michael.
Wow.
yeah. I'm about
Think
to
about
say
that
They
shit
just
for a
said
second,
Michael.
though. Think about
it's
that shit for a second. For you to turn down fucking money to go meet this man, yeah, you ain't got it like that, bro.
exactly.
Now that we're having this conversation about Michael Jackson, it's really hitting me how powerful this man is. And when
Mm.
you got that much power, that shit will get to you. You know what I'm saying? That was a human being, and not only that, he came from humble ass Gary, Indiana, too. You feel
And
me?
he's a
So,
humble individual, though. That's the
yo,
beautiful part about it.
and you could tell he come from a community. He come from a community that's real old school. You know what I'm saying? Like real old school folks. So
Yeah. Like,
like having that type of power, bro. That man, I
I
know he
just,
was thinking about some heavy shit at night.
yeah, I'm about to say, I just feel like, yeah, like Michael, you can't be Michael until like Michael did more before he turned 18 than motherfuckers in their entire lifetime when it comes to music. Like
That's what's so
before the,
crazy.
I'm about to say before this man legally could drink liquor, he was already considered one of the greatest of all time. And he just took it and just like it was after that, it was just like, all right, I'm gonna just do this and I'm gonna just do that. It was just it was almost like he was just dangling shit over our head. Okay, take this now. It's amazing. You'll love it. like, like it was just like at this point, you don't even Michael could have stopped after fucking after off the wall and would have been good for the rest of his fucking life. Like,
That's
but
crazy, bro.
that's how great like his power. He was that successful. Like off the wall would have been all right, good, you good. But like after Thriller, it was like those are the immortal individuals. People
They,
who
bro,
it's like
and all of his shit was consistently good.
and he got better over time, which is like how the fuck does Michael Jackson get better over time? This is how he goes from Thriller to Do You Remember the Time?
Yo, Michael Jackson is so good. He had bro, when he released what's that album called? You rock the album where you rock my world. What's that shit called again?
Invincible.
Invincible. Thank you,
Invincible.
thank you. Yeah, when he dropped Invincible, and there was people saying that, yo, I think this is my favorite Michael Jackson song of all time. When you had people saying that about an album you just released, and you've been doing music that fucking long, you could, bro,
I,
you
I
can't,
love Butterflies. I really do
you
love
can't,
Yeah,
Butterflies.
bro.
It's a really good album.
it's the
Just
it's
in its
the
entirety.
era. It's literally this is how you know that you're great as an artist when you can truly adapt into your era and stay relevant for so fucking long. Michael Jackson literally was putting out an album right before he died.
But there was a time I used to say Break of Dawn was like top three
Like,
Michael Jackson
Yeah,
songs for
I
me.
can see
Because
that. It's
yo,
a good ass
Break of
song.
Dawn is so fucking good. That song is
Beautiful
I
ass
love I
fucking
song.
Can't
amazing.
Help It. I
That
love I
song is
Can't Help It.
fucking.
I love it.
Cry was good. Cry was good, especially when he ends the song and the choir come in. Oh my fucking god, bro! Michael Jackson is a genius. That
he's
man
a
was
goat.
actually a musical genius, and like
He
when you
was a
really
goat.
listen, like for me personally, "Stranger in Moscow" is my favorite Michael Jackson song. out of all his songs, that particular song, that is my favorite.
I'm not the only one that like that. Because every time I that song to people, they're like, "What's that?" I'm just being hurt.
That song is so just masterfully done. Like when you get some headphones and really listen to that fucking song. Like it is so masterfully produced. It's the production of the song that's my favorite. And Michael Jackson has always been like a perfectionist about his producing.
Yeah.
I love that about Michael. Like even the songs I don't like that much, like for example, what's it called? That song, Billie Jean. It's one of my more least favorite Michael Jackson songs. The song is good, but like I'm not gonna like put it in like my top 10 even, me personally. But that being said, that song is still masterfully produced. And you know, I acknowledge the fact that this is a fucking banger. Like when you got that type of power.
I'm not gonna lie, my favorite Michael Jackson song might be "The Way You Make Me Feel." I don't know why. It just amused me that this man was chasing this woman around, singing a God-given song. Like it's amazing. Why the fuck is she walking away from you, Michael? Like
you deserve better.
Yeah, like I swear, like I almost wanted to walk with him. Like, hey, do you not see who this is? Hey, look, come here. Let me talk to you real quick. Let me introduce you to my man Michael Jackson.
And you notice how he got the girl every motherfucking time. He did not miss.
And
Michael Jackson never missed.
Too, bro. He was smooth as shit too.
I mean, but you're right though. A motherfucker like Michael Jackson, like singing a song to you in the way he does, yeah, you getting the girl.
Yeah, like it's almost impossible.
You know, Michael Jackson act like his natural self. You would think that nigga get no pussy, but no, man.
Man, what? I wish the fuck somebody would say Michael Jackson wasn't getting no. It's in you, Michael fucking Jackson, nigga. What the fuck? What? Who? What? Name one.
They better thank God that Michael Jackson was a Jehovah's Witness. That's all I'm gonna say.
Name one. Put it this way: name one woman in that era who didn't want to give Michael Jackson some ass.
Who didn't?
Exactly. Like you can't. Your mama. It was Michael It was Michael Jackson or it was Prince. Like the motherfuckers. Look, Michael Jackson is in a different era. He's in. I mean, his aura is just. He can't be matched. Like there's no competition. Like nigga, when he died,
can't even say this shit. Stopped. Yeah, bro. I can't even say the same shit I'm saying about Michael Jackson about Beyonce. Because like I have a definite list of Beyonce. I know what songs I like and I know what songs I don't like. I think Partition is the worst song she ever made, my personal opinion. But that being said, like you see how quick that was, but like even with Michael Jackson songs, like even the ones I kind of don't like that much, I still like them.
Dog, when Michael Jackson died, how long did y'all have to watch Michael Jackson on BET? Please. I need testimonies. I need testimonies from everybody.
How long you said?
How long were you watching Michael Jackson videos on BET?
Bro, since I was a kid.
No, I'm talking about from the day he died.
Uh-huh.
From that
okay.
How long did they run Michael Jackson videos on BET?
Bro, nah, they ran that shit for a long
forever.
Like months.
I'm like, I need to hear testimonies, bro. I need to hear testimonies, bro.
Yeah, nah, that was a long ass marathon. It was just a straight up marathon of just all his music, just continuously. They didn't give no fucks. Like they just played his fucking music
nonstop. If you did, I know kids who didn't know about Michael Jackson, but they learned about him that day.
They damn sure did.
Like, cause that nigga
Eddie, I hate to cut y'all off, but any last word before we move on to our final thoughts?
I do. I don't think. Yeah, there's no comparing to Michael. There'll never be another one, or even close. Say similar, but it's over. It stopped with him.
I agree. And also, side note: whoever said "Kitty Cat" was her Beyonce worst song, you need to kill yourself. That list pissed me off.
He said Partition. I kind of agree with him.
He said Partition. There was a list, and I don't think I ever showed you, but I showed it to the people in the chat. And I'll try to find it, but it was a list that's like Beyonce's. It had Beyonce's best songs. It had Beyonce's worst song, and
Oh, I
Kitty Cat
seen
was
that.
on her worst song.
Yeah, I seen that shit. I that list was terrible.
Yeah, so whoever made that list, kill yourself. So let me not say that, but you know how I feel. We're gonna go into our final thoughts, and we're gonna start with Dion, if he's there.
He sleep.
All right, Tanya, it's on you.
So I don't know if you guys heard. It was actually something that I sent Ray for it to possibly be a topic.
I know what you're talking
Ooh,
about. I know.
ooh, Ray, you in trouble.
You hear about them fighting up there at Six Flags?
Oh
Dude,
yeah,
They was up there fighting. It was a group of maybe a group of teenagers that was up there fighting. I think last weekend at Six Flags, to the point where they had to shut the park down and they had to temporarily change their hours for fear, like for everybody's safety. That's how bad it got. Like they was fucking up people's cars. People was scared. People was running. It was a mess. But yeah.
Golly.
I think
I
someone got stabbed up there too, did they?
Mhm.
I
It
G
was bad.
N O.
what started it?
That
Niggas.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I ain't want to
I
say that, but that, I
G
honestly
N
don't
O
know. But I
R
think it's just niggas being niggas, to be honest.
I G
Damn.
There's
N
a
O
reason why
R
I don't go
A
to
N
Six
C
Flags in
E.
Largo no more.
IGNORANC to the E.
Nigga,
These niggas is retarded. The fuck? Like, oh no, no, my apologies. They are like, it's embarrassing. What the fuck?
It is embarrassing. It
It's
is
embarrassing.
embarrassing.
It's embarrassing as fuck. Like, black people can't go to Six Flags before Six Flags closed. And then you're gonna be crying that we can't do shit because everything's getting shut down. But y'all niggas don't know how to fucking act.
Hmm.
At that
Why y'all
point,
fi- why y'all
bro.
fighting at an amusement park? There's nothing amusing about fighting.
Isn't it ironic that they can separate people who are vaccinated from unvaccinated, but we can't separate people with common sense from the idiots?
No,
Something's got to change.
ain't nothing
That's
gonna
because you
change.
have idiots running the shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, not this kind
exactly.
of like let me like I always say this, the American general public are some of the most smooth brain people I've ever seen just exist on a planet, bro. Cause it's like I think that's just a collective thing. You know what I'm saying? Like people be fighting and like there was even another fight at one of the NFL games. I remember one of them shits that happened recently, and they were just posting it all over fucking Twitter, and it's like, bruh, really? Like, come on.
Wow. At a game, like we were in the house for damn near 2 years, and this is how you act.
Because usually, and you know, and because usually when I hear about like sport fights, I usually think it's you know, the whites. I usually think it's them because that's what I'm used to seeing. Like you ever be seeing them baseball games and they be fans fighting in there,
Yeah,
hockey fans be fighting, bro. Like like
yeah.
when you watch the NBA games, it always like when you see videos like that, you always see who the perpetrator is. It's some drunk dude or like some drunk woman. They get a little bit too antsy, or like the tailgate fights, especially when they be doing games over in Texas and shit. They be fighting over there.
It doesn't make
Yeah.
Like
fucking sense that black people cannot go to a place collectively and act civilized like the people that we're supposed to be. But instead, you create this narrative that people already think of us and make it bigger than what it like. You're not helping shit going to Six Flags to fight. Like that's why I don't go nowhere.
That's why I stopped going.
Like
I hate to say it, that's why I stopped going.
like this is why people be go to jail because a motherfucker be in that situation and then something happened to him or one of his loved ones and then he got to bust a cap in somebody and then now he's in jail because he was put in a situation with PTSD. Took it. It was like I hate black people sometimes. I love y'all, but I can't stand you motherfuckers, the ignorant ones. Like it's just ridiculous. Six Flags, fucking
Mm-hmm.
Six Flags. It's enough candy, food, rides, so water park, toys, games, women, men. Why are you fighting? That's what I don't understand. I don't understand how men can go anywhere with the amount of women walking around and think about fighting. I'm just saying. Like, how can that be on your mind at Six Flags?
Literally.
Like,
Yeah.
did you really waste your money, your time, your energy to drive all the way to fuck the Six Flags to fight? Seriously? Like, for real?
I see.
That's
Like I know, we don't see people fight for less.
exactly. But that don't mean it was okay. And we still looked at them like they were
Yeah, it's
stupid
not
back then.
okay.
We looked at them stupider back then. Now it's just like y'all don't appreciate shit. Now when they shut this country down again, and y'all motherfuckers in there trying to do the crate challenge off your balcony, I don't want to hear shit.
Yeah, play too much.
Like motherfuckers don't know how to act, don't know how to be civilized and grown and appreciate life. We lost a lot of motherfuckers. Y'all still fighting over stupid ass shit. Motherfuckers don't even know what they were fighting for. That's how you know it wasn't important. If the reason for the fight ain't in the storyline, it's not in the title. Fight broke out because of, then it wasn't important.
Put yourself at risk for what exactly?
Nothing. Some clout.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's a
got
good
your
ass
clout
point.
now. I mean, yeah, they got the clout. Okay, so now what they gonna do with it? They gonna go viral? They gonna make some money?
No, they're gonna take their ass back home and be on the block doing nothing because they can't control themselves and they can't appreciate a amusement park being open after everything was closed for 2.5 fucking years. This is where parenting comes in. But hey, we got more friends than parents these days. Let me mind my business. Let me drink. Let me drink my cranberry juice. My bad. I'm going too far.
Oh man. And you know who especially is enjoying this. That's all I'm saying. The
I'm
narratives
just.
have already been put out about you. You go on the internet nowadays, all this fucking slander about black men. You know, black women be on the internet. They gotta see some bullshit that's disrespectful as fuck.
And then y'all
Like,
go and do this shit.
then y'all do this shit.
God damn. If you want to dig the hole for yourself, why waste time? Go get a motherfucking. Don't use a shovel.
Get a jackhammer, nigga.
Exactly. Like make it nice and neat for you to dig for you
Bruh.
to bury yourself.
Nigga,
Don't just
wait.
don't
Don't
treat
be so
yourself bad. God damn.
the
I don't be understanding this shit. I don't understand it. It's like they don't get it and they're gonna be complaining. I'm not complaining no more. Because I'm putting myself in the best position I can to not make myself look like a fucking idiot.
literally.
That's the best I could do at this point.
And I got way too much respect for myself to even be put in that type of situation.
Father,
Me?
you think
Fuck
I'm gonna invite you and Ray to go to Six Flags with me so we can go fight? I mean, it's as stupid as it sounds.
Ray, I don't care who it is, but I'm about to fuck somebody up.
Hey, I swear to God, if y'all don't jump me for doing that shit, I can't be around y'all. Because I should be disciplined for my stupidity for bringing y'all even outside to do some shit like that. Like, that's just dumb. Don't make sense. Was it kids there? We don't know. Probably. Of course it was kids there. It's fucking Six Flags.
The youth.
Oh my
How could
God.
they reach these
We are
kids?
doomed. We are
Yeah.
doomed.
You know they watching that fight. They ogling it. They interested. Cause I know how I was when I was young. I used to like that shit. I used to be on World Star. I used to be on all them sites when I was little, when I was younger.
I've
Cause
never been I've never been entertained by the fights on the internet because I just feel like
bruh,
it's like I've never been a
yeah,
confrontational type of guy. I just never like I like professional fights. where two people are like at their best. Because in fights and most of the fights on the internet, not even clear fights. It's usually somebody who knows they're gonna beat somebody up and they just want to get it recorded to get some type of fucking shine. Like what me say, I like when those street fighter dudes go into a boxing gym and be humbled by somebody who's professional, who doesn't who's not arrogant, who's not disrespectful, who has regular and just general respect for a human being to get their ass beat up.
I mean, that's the first thing they teach you in like martial arts and shit like that. Self-defense. You know what I'm saying? That like is instituted heavy. So that just goes to show you.
Right.
Right. Tanya, I take it that was your final thoughts.
One more thing, if I could, changing gears real quick. I don't know if y'all know, y'all probably know, but Dr. Dre, Snoop, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick are going to be performing at the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl is in LA, right? This
Oh,
year's Super Bowl.
I
I have
believe
no
so.
idea.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, that's why white people was mad. Okay.
Yeah, we went there.
Yeah, I was wondering, it's like, why was white people mad and shit? It was like, where's Metallica? It was just like, oh,
Where's
thank you.
Metallica, bro? You know who did the last one? Freaking Weekend. What the fuck you talking about Metallica for?
Yeah, see,
There's
we had
white.
our time. We got to
Hey,
tag team it out. It's it's
all
it's
I'm
it's white
saying
folk
is,
turn this time.
my man Kendrick gonna be smoking on your top 5 tonight.
I'm excited for Mary J. That's the one I'm excited for.
I just want to hear him say top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the
Top of the
morning.
morning, top of the morning, top.
Hey, bro, if Mary J don't dance on that stage, bro,
I'm
I'm not gonna
staying.
be
I'm
satisfied.
not. I'm changing the
I'm not gonna.
motherfucking channel. I'm not watching the rest of the Super Bowl.
If she don't do the Mary J kick with the
With the
shuffle with
stomp and
With
the
the
man, I
boots.
swear,
boots. She gotta have the
the,
boots with it.
I
nigga,
better
what
hear
if her
that.
boot?
How can I love somebody? I better
Let me
see
tell you
all
Stomp,
that.
something.
stomp, stomp,
I'm gonna
stomp.
be I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with you. If her boots don't stop at her knees, I'm not watching it no more.
Her knees, her thighs, mid thigh.
Yeah, her boots gotta
Nah.
stop at mid
I
thigh,
want to
and
see.
she gotta have the painter's hat to the left.
She gotta have an outfit that tell you I'm still the finest motherfucker you ever did see. You
Hey,
gotta
and
have
while
them
she got
outfits.
with the painter hat, bro, she gotta
Mm.
have a bang. She gotta have a bang longer than Monica's jump. I'm trying to tell you, bro. She gonna kill the game. That's like headband Rondo, man. You can't be beat.
Right. Right. Uh, um, is that it, Tanya?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Q to reach God is on you.
Oh my God, Summer Madness was not as good as I thought it was. It just wasn't. It didn't live up. Too many people choked. Niggas was choking. Niggas was dead. It was dead rounds. K Shine and fucking Hollow the Dawn. You bastards robbed me. You robbed me of a fucking classic. You K Shine. What the fuck? That's how I feel. What else? She talked about the Super Bowl, and then that I was actually excited about the whole Super Bowl situation, and oh shit, Manny Pacquiao finally retired. God damn, that boy old as hell, knocking people out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao. He said he done. He over it. He running for president, not of the United States though,
The
of the
Philippines, right?
Philippines. Yeah, so yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to him. But yeah, Summer Madness was the worst shit in the fucking world to me right now. Like it did not live up to what I thought it was going to be. I knew Murder Mook and Reed Dollars was going to be a slow and an old man battle. I was prepared for that, but god damn it, K Shine and fucking Hollow Don. Like, K-Shine, you ain't show up. And I told you Hollow John was going to be K-Shine. Uh, Chess was battle of the night. Chess was fire. And Geechee Gotti choked in the third round. So it didn't really, that battle lived up to it, but that shit was, man, Smack, you got to start getting people that's going to fight, man. Why you keep trying to resurface these old ass fucking battles? Hey, shout out to this bum ass nigga Sue Surf, man. Because this nigga is gas, Exxon, Shell. But yeah, that's my final thought.
All right, D Wolf is on you.
I'll end with Rihanna's T-shirt. Think while it's still legal.
I like that. Crystal is on you.
All right, I'm going to say a real quick quote from Malcolm X. It is impossible for capitalism to survive primarily because the system of capitalism needs some blood to suck. Capitalism used to be like an eagle, but now it's more like a vulture. It's used to be strong enough to go and suck anybody's blood, whether they were strong or not. But now it has become more cowardly, like the vulture, and it can only suck the blood of the helpless. As the nations of the world free themselves, the capitalism has less victims, less to suck, and it becomes weaker and weaker. It's only a matter of time, in my opinion, before it will collapse completely.
Damn, that was deep. I
Way more
like
zero.
that. I like that.
That was Malcolm, man.
Yeah, I know it's Malcolm. Father is on you.
I just wanna today on Twitter there was actually a spaces called Black Men Appreciation. So I went inside and it was just beautiful sisters just giving love and praise to black men. And it was very healing. Like even the host of the spaces was even about to cry because she was like really like serious about how we were doing and like how we was navigating. And I just thought that was so dope. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. Like that was really beautiful things. I see that, there are people that are actually trying to bring some positivity into the world in some way that they can. And that kind of stuff helps out. So, make it a point to always show common courtesy to, those around you. Make sure that, you're representing yourself to be a good example of the people that you come from, because you are not just representing yourself, you are representing your family, you are representing your race, you're representing a certain type of people. So you want people to understand that, the people that raised me and the environment that I come from made me an adequate person, and I'm going to project that onto others. So just be courteous. Sometimes like it's not it doesn't it doesn't really, I'm losing my train of thought, I'm sorry. It doesn't really matter like how we disagree about things. It doesn't really matter how different we are. All we have to do is just at least on a human level show that common courtesy to one another. If someone says something that may be taken in the wrong context, and show the person that you didn't mean it like that. Or if you see that somebody is just too far gone for you to dialogue with, then just leave the situation. Don't stress yourself. Don't give you the last thing people need is more stress. So don't stress yourself out. Don't put yourself in positions that's going to compromise you, and always make sure to respect yourself enough to know the environments that you are in and to take caution with the way things are going now. So that's my final thoughts. Be common to have common courtesy towards each other. And yeah.
It's funny that Crystal was quoting Malcolm X, because I was going to read this quote from Martin Luther King. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about the things that don't matter. And I thought that was, I thought that was a real good quote that I feel like we could live on. And also, we must learn to live together as brothers, or we will perish together as fools. Especially our people. Especially like our people. I don't know how many times, we always talk about unity and coming together as a people and like sharing ideas. So I just wanted to share those quotes, and that's
Well, my man's got sniped again. Damn.
There's too much blackness going on in this call right
Damn.
now.
Boy, yes. Bro,
All these quotes.
we getting
Talking too
sniped.
much.
Damn, yo. I know exactly what I'm about to say to him when he comes through.
I was just about to end.
Yeah, I told you. Got sniped.
I was just about to end.
I told you.
Too much blackness.
Lord Jesus, damn. Like, get on with it, nigga. All right. Anyway, I would like to thank y'all for listening to Hear Us Talk Our Shit again. This is You Know What? Let me just say podcast sign out. Peace.
Yeah.